Pickaxe.
5, 4, 3, 2, live, Michelle.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 956 of the Video Game Outsiders podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Michelle Madison.
And I, of course, am your John Jacobson.
And I am Ryan Silvestri. What's going on?
A lot.
It is a big show. Sony State of Play news, Mina the Hollower roundtable.
That's right.
Of course, some other games and news that we all played.
Big announcements from Sony today. Karen of War. I'm excited to talk about that.
Oh my God. It looked like they were trying to do a Ginger Stellar Blade, but yeah, we're going to talk about all the stuff that went down. Wolverine was shown. They didn't show Intergalactic. A lot of decent stuff came out of there, though. A shadow drop of the Onimusha demo, John, which I think you played too. I don't know if you played on Steam or PlayStation, though.
I played it on Steam.
Okay.
It came out on both, but
okay.
It was more convenient to do it on the PC tonight.
All right, so we're going to talk about that and a bunch of stuff. Right now, though, we're giving away Bond First Light. I wanted to ask if you guys played more of that. I guess we'll find out in Ryan's time because you said you were going to maybe push through it.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Maybe. So yeah, we're giving away a copy of that from loaded.com. So if you want to save money on games and win games from loaded.com, you can check us out in the VGO Discord by entering to win First Light, or check out loaded.com to save money. They've got a lot of good deals going on for Steam, PlayStation, Xbox Game Pass. So check them out as well. And then, yeah, a lot of good topics tonight. I know Mina was kind of John, you went in. I don't know what you think about the game, but you said you were upset because you already knew what it was going to be. So I want to hear your thoughts.
I've been doing this a long time. I played the demo, and I felt like I knew what I was getting myself into. I wasn't expecting surprises, and we'll get into it.
Let's find out
okay?
if there were any surprises at all, because I don't know. But then other than that, that flower's got to go, John. I was thinking
did it say
the other
something
day.
new?
Let's take a breath together.
No,
I don't like hearing Matt when he's not here. Mom of Midgard, Mass Spectre says, "Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. There's some thoughts. We'll see." So, what else is happening? Anything?
Well,
big week for PoE.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about PoE too. Of course, my favorite game. I've been like nonstop playing or whatever, but I have played some other good stuff. But right now we are live on twitch.tv/John and Michelle. We do it every Tuesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern. If you miss it, you can listen anywhere podcasts are. The best place to listen, though, is now in your player of choice. By the way, John, some people think we still have an app. We got a comment about it. There's no more VGO app, guys. If you want to support us, you get the 20-year back catalog and weekly bonus shows anywhere you want. Spotify, Apple, Google Play, whatever. We just did a free PC Outsiders we put out for everybody. That's one of my favorite shows to do. We'll probably be doing another one of those when Next Fest happens. So this week, John, I don't know what we want to do. Maybe there's lore, maybe there's a micro, but we do something every week for you guys. John, you just did a John show. How do they do that? How do they get the extra stuff?
that's right. Go to our website at videogameoutsiders.com. When you get there, there's a red premium button. Click it, lick it, slam it. Go to the next page. Sign up and become a member of Club VGO. Once you're a member, you unlock our entire back catalog of over 20 years. Yeah, we've been doing it that long.
We've always been talking over each other, guys. New people that are fighting us and telling us not to talk over each other. VGO is a yell fest. It is the Jerry Springer of gaming podcasts.
So the show is what the show has been and will be. Whatever that means.
That's right.
So go to videogameoutsiders.com, sign up, become a member. You'll unlock our entire back catalog of over 20 years. And yeah, we do extra shows every single week, not just this show. So if you want to keep up with us and hear the other shows, we do fun stuff, like lore episodes and late dropping news, all that. If you want to get those shows, go to videogameoutsiders.com and you can then listen on the player of your choice, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, Google, you do it.
All right, good. I think that's it. I'm excited.
I am excited because honestly, there's so much shit that happened this week. I mean, it was kind of a lame game week, honestly. Besides, I know you had PoE, but
this was like a great gaming week. Every week's been a great gaming week.
Besides Mina, I'm just saying. But go on, Michelle. What did you do this week?
All right, so I want to talk about something a lot of people have been asking me about, just because I think the visuals in this game are off the charts. It's called Fatekeeper. So it is a first-person RPG in the world of sword and sorcery, but a lot of people comparing this to Dark Messiah Might and Magic, which I briefly played in the past. So there's some confusion about this game because it came out today for $8, and it's only 2 hours long. That's why it's so cheap right now. When it comes out of early access in about 18 months, it's probably going to be $40, and it's going to be about 15 to 20 hours long. So what it is not an open world game. It is a mission sanctuary based type system, not totally linear. So it's narrative, story driven, sort of being sent out into a Skyrim God of War-ish world, killing orcs, killing bosses, leveling your character, getting different weapons. And I have to say, hands down, this is the best looking first person game I have ever played. Like,
wow.
Really?
For $8, if you guys want a
THQ?
PC. Yeah, they're just publishing it. It was made by like 10 Germans. Okay, it's on Real 5.
Okay, well, you didn't say that. Okay, so 10 Germans.
10 Germans, and
Paraglacial.
they said a lot. This is what their quote was from Arcane. They said,
"Can you do it with an accent?"
You'll have these. I can't do German. You'll have these huge open world games with titles like Sky. That sounds Chinese. Titles like Skyrim, but you
No. I can't hear you now. Keep going.
I don't want to. You have these huge, awesome open world titles like Skyrim, but you barely ever see dedicated linear story-driven games with this nice focus on your. I can't do German. I can't.
Yes, you're doing great. Go on, Ferline. Please tell us how to go fucking game.
More linear story-driven games with this nice focus on your combat. It's such a harsh language. I just can't do it. With this nice focus on the combat mechanics of melee in a first-person game. Okay, so they're saying here that you get these open-world games that are kind of like this style, but we never get like linear story-based stuff in this style, and that was their goal. It's focused narrative that invites exploration. All right, that's all a bunch of bullshit. What it is you're a big badass guy. You have a weapon and you have spells. You can focus on either one. The talent tree says you can go full caster, so that interests me. And you are just fighting orcs, kicking them into holes, taking down bosses. You know, you got archers over here. It's pretty difficult. People are going to throw the Souls-like term at it. I'm not dropping a currency. Okay, yes, there are campfires where you save. I'm going to say it's a bit difficult, but I think that's intentional just because of the style of the game. I don't think it needs to be tuned or made easier, but people looking for like Skyrim easiness, you're not going to find that here. Like, you actually have to focus and block and kick and position yourself, use your spells, craft, prepare for a fight, get some alchemy going. They've got a cool alchemy system, but like I said, two hours right now.
This looks gorgeous. Like, that was one of my first questions. Yeah. So you said it was the best looking FPR first person game you've played.
Fucking
it's gorgeous. In these
There's a little fish-eyiness going on. It's not just the 21.9 because I've seen 16.9 screenshots. So I'm hoping they give you a FOV slider. But it is just a game that you want to play for $8 just to see what your PC can do. Like, it looks so good that it's like I said, it's like first person Crimson.
Pick this up. Yeah.
And yeah, if you want to get it now, if you're at all interested in this, because when it comes out, like I said, even if it's a year or two away, it's going to be $40 probably. It's going to be 15, 20 hours. But if you get it now for $8 and you know you're going to play it one day, I would say to do this, like you can kill the first boss and then you can't do anything else after the first 2 hours. You might want to keep replaying it.
For $8, this is well worth it. Yeah,
for $8, let's just like walk around the fucking world. Like, there's this little sanctuary you start off in with like your own little log cabin and stuff. And I just walked around and I was like, wow, this looks really, really good. Like, it made me enjoy my new monitor. And of course, my newish GPU, and like, actually I felt like it was a game I was finally getting to use my PC for. And this is the type of game that like graphics aren't necessarily carrying it, but to deny that like outstanding visuals don't enhance your experience is ignorant. It's people who've never experienced it. Like, if this looked like shit, I wouldn't be as interested in it because it looks so jaw-droppingly good.
But the gameplay's obviously good too, though, right?
The gameplay's pretty good. The combat's a little floaty. I think it needs some refinement. The UI, there's a couple of things that I'm like, I'd change that. But I think it's very early, 10 people, and it's just mind-boggling that 10 people can pull off better graphics than teams of 10,000. And it just
keeps happening.
It keeps happening. And it is Unreal 5. And I'm getting about 190 frames with DLSS quality on 3440, 1440 with frame generation on. So even if you don't have frame generation, you're going to at least hit, whatever. But you will anyway. All I'm saying is it's pretty decently optimized. Some of the complaints are people saying this game is stuttery. Well, this game is gorgeous and it's pushing the limits of graphics. And don't go in if you have a 970 or whatever the fuck you people are using. What's AI, Candy Hands? There's no AI. It's a handcrafted world. Badger, no, there's no controller support. I wouldn't even.
Is there? There might be.
No, there's not.
It doesn't say it on the Steam page.
No, it'll probably happen when it comes out. But Yeah, it's not a concern for me right now.
Does your character move like really slow?
He's
or
pretty
is it...
slow. Yeah,
okay.
He's pretty slow. And, I'm wondering, though, in the talent tree, I haven't looked that deep into it, kind of what happens. There might be more moves and speed boosts and gear that has stats. Like, it's very early. So I got to the first boss. I didn't have time to kill him. I just took a look at him and, like, I don't know. I think it's got a lot of potential. Do I recommend buying it now for the game? No, but I would buy it now if you think you're going to want to play it or you just want to see how good the game looks. That's what I recommend. So, or some people like, short experiences. I've talked to some people that have told me they actually prefer short games, and for $8, they might be happy just to play this, kill a boss, and be like, wow, I had a cool gaming experience. So really just kind of know what you get going in with Fatekeeper, but for me, it's one to watch.
You spend $15 going to the movies. It's kind of similar. You spend $10 for a 2-hour experience. It's not that bad.
Yeah, and you'll get the full game when it comes out. So if you ever want to take a look at it, you'll have it in a year or two. Right now, I didn't find a crafting table. I have an alchemy table. There is a blacksmith that I'm assuming is going to be upgrading my weapons and stuff like that. So the systems are still kind of, I think, not all in the game. Obviously, you're just at the first boss, but I don't mind that they did this. I think they set the price right. If they put this at 20, I think people would have been very angry, but just 8, everyone I know is like 8, fuck it. I'm getting it just for the graphics, So I think they set the price right. And hopefully it's
kind of a fundraiser in a way, right? Like
a little bit. Yeah. I think you're funding the game and you're getting the full version. That's what I think is important, that you're going to get that full version when it comes out, even if it goes to $60 and they end up making it a 50-hour game. I don't know what they're going to do. I've heard it's about 15, 20. All right. So of course, though, most of my time was spent playing my favorite game, Path of Exile 2, because patch 0.05 Return of the Ancients came out. They redid all of like the end game systems, and there is a new league, the Ruins of Alder League, which I actually really like because you get like free currency and you can do fun stuff to your gear, and there's different skills and spells or whatever. So there's also new ascendancies, which are the subclasses for Huntress and Monk, and a lot of Atlas map changes, which is endgame stuff. But not even thinking about that. They had a free weekend. People always ask me about PoE. Should I play? Should I wait? What's happening with the game right now is 1.0 release, when it goes free to play, is probably going to be after Exile Con, like in December. But this is the last big update and their biggest update ever for the game. So do I recommend you play this game now or wait? I mean, it just depends. Like when it comes out in 1.0, all of the classes will not be in the game, they've said now, but all of the chapters will be in. But you're probably not going to notice that 2 of the chapters are temporary chapters, if I'm being honest. So I don't know. If you've never played Path of Exile 2, you're looking for the greatest ARPG ever made, there's no reason not to play this game, because for the $30 it costs now, you get points to spend in the shop and you can buy currency tabs. Yes, the game's going to be free to play if you want to wait, but I'm having a lot of fun. Like, I have 3 different classes going on right now. I don't know which one I want to stick with. I think I finally decided on it. It's like the most overpowered, strongest build I've ever played. I'm playing a sorceress with djinns, and they're basically like things that you command.
Bombay Sapphire?
Jinn, DJINN. I think it's Arabic for genie.
Yeah, it's like a genie.
Yeah, it's like little genies. I have fire tornadoes. I've got sand that's flying around. Like, I am walking around. It's
London Dry.
It's the Disciple of Varashta Jinn League starter, if you want to look it up, and I put it in Discord. Like, I'm used to being kind of overpowered because sometimes I've done like some of the top builds or whatever. Like, I've never played a build like this where I'm not even thinking. It's like a 2-button click. Like, it's 2 buttons to this. It kind of feels a bit more like a PoE 1 build, because a lot of times in PoE 1 it was like a 1-button kind of click spam. And some people have complained. I say some people, one person in our Discord has complained that PoE 2 requires too many combos. It doesn't. There's so many builds. You can build the way you want and play the way you want. Like, this particular build I'm using is really just a 2-button spam and then keeping up like supporting other stuff.
Are you using like one of those guides to fill in the talent tree?
Yes, I started with a guide
and software or whatever website.
So one of the new things with this league or this update is you can pump in a build guide right into the game, and it'll load into the game now. Yes, so you don't have to keep a tab open on your other monitor.
Convenient.
But you go like to one of those interactive websites where you click on everything.
I recommend Max Roll. I think they have the most basic, easy ones to follow. So it's, but you don't have to do that. I always shout out Ted, because like, he has never played an ARPG before really, and he played Path of Exile 2. He just rolled Warrior, which is like one of the more difficult ones, I think, to be able to just steamroll, right? Like, it's not a minion build. And he made up his own build, and he said he's like face stomping bosses and just having a lot of fun. And he didn't follow a build. He's never played ARPGs. He never played PoE 1. Like the whole idea in your head that you have to do this, you have to play this way. Like it's not true. I don't know. I think PoE 2 gets a taint because PoE 1 had that. Like, well, you can't just make it up. It's so complicated. Like I think PoE 2 is that perfect balance of like a new player can pick it up, just make up anything and still get through the game. Will you be optimal? Probably not, but you're still gonna have that freedom and that
you
fun.
get that with every game. This is the most fun I've had with an ARPG since like Diablo 2. Like it is. Yeah, they do it well.
Build guides are part of a game. They're no longer cheating. I don't think a build guide has ever been seen as cheating in an ARPG world. I think that when you have a talent tree like Path of Exile with thousands of nodes, it's just silly to think that you're not going to poke around and get ideas on how things are working. So yeah, I mean, in this particular one that I'm doing, I kind of looked at this. I'd never played Djinns before, so I didn't know what they were or what to do. But I'm kind of doing my own thing. Yeah, so like I'm kind of mixing my own thing. Like I took a wolf jump from the druid tree with armor breaking so I could break armor because I didn't want to break armor the way they were telling me to. So I'm like, I'm going to do armor breaking my way. And then I'm like, maybe I'll armor break by a different spirit gem, and I'm going to armor break with a certain, like you can kind of like tweak the way you want to play. Like these build guides, yes, you want to kind of get an idea of synergies, but you can, if you know anything about the game, like after a couple of playthroughs, you're going to get to be like, you know what, I like this spell and I want to use this spell with this support to do this. You don't have to follow these things to a T in the campaign. Now, if you're pushing maps and you want to see how far you can go, maybe then you'll want to take a look at like being perfect and optimal. But like this pressure that people put on themselves, like I have to play this way, I have to. No, you really don't. If you're struggling and you're dying, you know, you may want to take a look at kind of what you're doing. But I don't know. I can't recommend it enough. I think it was a really good, huge update. I look forward to getting into the end game and finishing the campaign. I do think that eventually when the game comes out, this is a question I keep getting asked over and over and over from people who have never played ARPGs before. They say, do I have to do the campaign again? Yes, that's how they typically work, right? The whole idea of a game like Path of Exile is you're so excited to play again when the new season comes out because you want to see how far this new build, this new character can go in endgame. You want to experience a new character in class. You want to fool around with different spells. You don't want to only stay on that one character you created and, you know, just play that forever. Although you can go on the Eternal Realm and you can always play that character. But I think people who get the most out of games like this are people like me that just love the idea of crafting a different character, experiencing a different way to play. And the combat in this game, I just said that in Fatekeeper, it's the best graphics I've seen. This is my favorite combat I've ever felt in any game. I think Path of Exile 2 nails the combat, nails the animations, nails the feel, just like the feel of playing. So if you are playing, need help, I'm always answering questions. People have been DMing me. I've been talking to people in Discord. You can come on down to videogameoutsiders.com.
Michelle knows a ton.
I don't know that much. But I know more than most people do because like Path of Exile is still, it's very popular, but it still has fringe and taint on it. And people are like scared to pick it up. And like, you don't have to be scared to pick it up. You know,
you made it. I was overwhelmed at first when I first got it, but you made it a lot easier to get into a game like this. Like
it helps.
With all the skill trees, all the items and different things and different organizing, and you definitely eased into that for me. It was definitely.
It's okay though. Great. It's a game that's going to make you think. Thank you for the sub, Kiwi. So check out Path of Exile. It's not free yet. Will be free probably next winter, but I still think it's worth picking up and supporting the development. I bought a $55 skin that I don't even like just to do it. I always throw money at them because like this is a game that I believe in. So yeah, check that out. And then really quickly, thank you to Nephroghost for gifting me Tennis Elbow 4 on Steam. I laughed when I saw the name. But what's funny is he messaged me, he said he remembered I like Topspin, and so did he. And one guy made this game, and it is a tennis sim. I played a little bit. I started a world tour. It's $24. It's super fun. It feels like old school Topspin, like not the new one that was shitty. It's actually crazy that one person made this game.
360 one. That was the one.
Yes, it felt like the 360 one. So this is called Tennis Elbow 4. The reason I stopped is because he said to look into the mods for it. And I was like, oh, I have to do that. So I'm like, what the hell could they have? I didn't do that yet. So I created my character. I got in. I started, you know, you can do doubles, singles. You can play against other people. There's a whole campaign mode with a world tour. It felt like one of those classic 360 era, like you're saying, John, sports games, Topspin, all that stuff. And we have these games now that, like I said, one person is making, 10 people are making that, you know, indie, whatever, but they're so much fun and they're priced usually okay. So check out Tennis Elbow 4. I'm definitely going to play more.
Topspin 2, that's the one that I was addicted to. That was Top Spin one was on the original Xbox, and 2 was the first one on the 360. That was when I got into it too.
I got into it too, and this kind of made me think of that because must have been Top Spin 3.
I don't like tennis games. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I was so into it though. Like,
well, you might like this, John. Like, it's just, it just feels good. Like, you have these stats that you put into your character, and you feel like an RPG tennis game. That's the way I would describe it. Like, I love that. Like,
that's cool.
Campaign mode. There was a soccer game I think you played like that once, John. It was like an RPG. You're putting points in. You're creating all that. Like, so it's more than just going out there on the court. You feel like you're creating your character and your career, and you get to like, I put all my points in like backspin. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to be a backspin person, and so you can build your tennis person the way you want. So,
what's interesting is that like the first Top Spin on the first Xbox was on XSN Sports, which was a Microsoft Game Studio publisher, and that's also who made Lynx.
Okay.
Remember how great that was?
That was my favorite golf game.
Yeah.
I would play it with my dad, and he's like, this is actually a really good golf game.
It was fucking, Lynx was the shit.
Yeah.
Lynx 2004. Like,
yep. That was also golden time of the 360.
Yeah, I know. It's before like EA and everybody steamrolled over everybody for every license and whatever,
Yep. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, there's more variety to sport games. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, these days I've kind of fallen off sports stuff. Not that I ever really loved it, but I used to play the 2K basketball college games and stuff. And this is the first time like I've looked again at a sports game and been like, wow, this is pretty cool because it reminds me of the old ones. So I don't know what the magic was at the time, but check out Tennis Elbow 4, and thank you to our BDE in Discord, Nephroghost, for gifting that to me. And then, I played a little bit of Mina the Hollower. I have some thoughts. I didn't know what I was getting into, but now I think I have a pretty good grip on the game. And I'm just drinking water with true lemon. John, what about you?
All right, I played some stuff. First of all, I just want to mention, I'm still playing Batman. I fucking love that game. Yeah. It's fun with a capital F.
Yep.
Like,
agreed.
That's
very fun, yeah.
It's fun. The game is fucking fun. That's all it is, right? It's not hard. I'm enjoying it, though. I'm laughing, kind of, maybe giggling a little bit inside.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. They did
it's quirky,
humor.
Funny. Yeah.
But, like, if I start that game, I'm guaranteed like an hour's gone automatically. Like, I want to keep going, And it's terrific on the Steam Deck. I think it's gotten better on the Steam Deck since release.
That's so shocking because the game is pretty cool looking.
Yeah, I was very shocked at how well it ran on the Steam Deck.
I mean, I'm playing it on my deck outside with a 1080p TV at 720p. It's 60 frames, pretty much locked in, and it looks perfectly fine. Obviously not as good as down here with the, the ultra wide, but still. So I'm playing that. Yoshi, I just want to mention, I'm still playing Yoshi Mysterious Book. I think I'm done with that shit. I don't like it. I'm bored of I don't like it. It's not fun, okay? It's just not.
You said it was fun last week.
It's not fun. It's just not. I don't know. It's so...
You selling that shit? What do you do with your old Nintendo stuff?
I keep them and then whatever, cash out at some point.
It doesn't seem innovative for Nintendo to release a brand new Yoshi game. They could have done...
Well,
it's too kiddish.
Well, I would agree with that. There's no, you can't die in the game, for one.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not a straight up platformer like the past games. There's platforming, but it's not like a side scrolling game where you're trying to get to the end. It's a puzzle game where you are going through these pages in a book, and each page has some new creature you have to discover. You have to figure out what they do, what their ability is, and then use that ability to clear the level. That's what it is.
Right.
And then over time, the pages start changing where you have to go back. These little fuzzy things show up in the level. You have to go find them. So it makes you go back to previous pages. Whatever. It's not great. It's very mid. And I don't know. All right. And then I played a game called, so this is called Cheap Car Repair.
I saw this.
And I finished the demo, and then I bought the game immediately after. Michelle, this is published by Playway SA, who's the same people that did House Flipper.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an asset flip game.
It's an asset flip.
Is the goal to repair the car as cheaply as you can?
Now, hang on. Now, hang on. That's the thing. Yes, it's an asset flip game, okay?
Right.
It's made by some Poles.
Okay.
Can I say that?
I think nobody cares.
Poles.
Make fun of Europeans. I call my Polish
Never
friend
heard that
Polak.
before.
Nobody cares.
It's a Polish made developer, okay? It's not the same developer that did House Flipper, it's the same publisher, okay?
Okay.
So this game takes place in Poland, and it's voice acted in Polish with subtitles, And
actually Polish or a Polish
That's
accent? What would that sound
great.
like?
no, Polish. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever heard
Get my
anybody
wife
speak
up here. She
Polish.
does a
Is
good
she
Polish accent.
Yeah.
I
mean, it sounds like Russian to me, but I believe it's
Probably
Polish.
similar.
But I don't
Okay.
know. So
All
it's
right,
some
so it's
It's a
Eastern.
similar
Polish. Here we go.
twang.
It's like an
Yeah, yeah.
Eastern
What is the
European.
game? We're all talking about
I'm
the
gonna
accent.
tell you, but this is all important stuff. I'm telling you, okay?
Okay, yeah.
So you're like in some shitty fucking rundown town. Like it is fucking bad news, okay?
Ooh.
There's tires everywhere. There's garbage. There's dilapidated buildings. There's not a new car. There's not a new car to be found in this world, okay?
Right.
Everyone's driving these pieces of shit cars, okay? And you're a mechanic in the town, okay? And so people come to you and they want you to fix their piece of shit car, okay? But here's the twist. They come to you and they say, hey, you know, my radiator's leaking. I need a new air filter. You know, fill up the gas, change the oil. You bring the car in your shop, but you don't have anything. You don't have any, like...
So using chewing gum to like plug an oil leak? Okay.
Yes. So like you have barely any tools. You have barely any oil. You have barely any gas. Okay. So like I had to change an air filter. Well, I don't have that shit. So I had to go like inside my kitchen and get a sponge and use that for the air filter, which is kind of funny. And I had to put gas in the car and they wanted like 5 liters. Well, I only got like 2 liters of fucking gas. Well, you know what? We're going to cut this with some water. So we're going to...
Oh my God, you're going to kill somebody.
No way.
Yeah, so I had to put like 2 gallons of gas and 3 gallons of or 3 liters of water in a guy's car, right?
Liters.
Oh my God.
Yes. And then the guy wanted a new steering wheel, okay? Well, I don't have a new steering wheel, so I had to get on my bicycle and ride around the town to figure out what I can replace the steering wheel
That
with.
I don't agree because there's probably old cars around with old parts you could be taking and
Well, so he wanted a steering wheel, so I got on my bike and I rode to the water plant to like the the big valve, to open up the water
now
valves.
the town can't drink. What did you?
So I took the water valve off with my wrench, put it in the back of my bike, and rode back and put that on as a steering wheel.
You're like stealing fuses from like electrical boxes and stuff. This is hilarious.
So I had to fill the washer fluid, and I didn't have any of that shit. So I went in my kitchen, and I took some dishwasher
vinegar?
soap and put that in there. The car needed a new alternator. So I snuck into my neighbor's shed and he had one on the shelf that was like
Who would
ancient.
go to you? What are your Yelp reviews?
What?
What are your Yelp reviews?
But here's the thing. Here's the best thing about it. After you repair the car, you call the client and then you get rated on your sloppiness. And if you were drunk, you get a bonus.
This guy looks like Vin Diesel.
Yeah, because there's beer bottles all over your garage, so you could drink. You could be drinking the whole time, like when you're doing it, and so you get a little bit of bonus if you're a little more buzzed when you're fixing the car.
Does it actually alter the gameplay if you're drinking? Like, does it make it
Well,
wobbly
you get a
something?
bonus, and there's a little bit of haze. I didn't push the limits of the drinking. I think I had like 2 or 3 beers, and I noticed the screen started getting a little like blurry-ish on the edges. But here's the thing, okay? That's crazy about this game. And there's also painting, grinding, and sanding, and a lot of like house flipper type stuff, or cleaning stuff, But like I had to paint this car and I ran out of spray paint. I only had 1 can of red. So I had to paint the roof blue because I ran out of paint. But no one cared, right? Like it was okay.
They have bigger problems. They have like mustard in their gas tank, John. They don't care about the color of their roof.
Now here's where the game really grabbed me. Okay, this is going to be a kind of a spoiler, but I really want to tell it.
I don't think nobody cares about a spoiler in cheap car repair. What are you talking about?
It's going to be a bit of a spoiler. Okay, so
does your dead grandfather give you this shop or something?
No. So
Valley.
basically, I go to take the garbage out, and I turn around. And there's some guys behind me, and they knock me out, and they threw me in the trunk of their car. And they took me away, right? And it's the Polish mob, okay? And
that's what really grabbed you. Do you owe them a cut of everything every week?
No, basically, there's water in their gas tank, and they're not happy about it. But they were blaming someone else. The story was a little confusing, I have to admit. And they basically told me, listen, you're the mechanic in town. You better fucking fix this car or fucking big.
Maybe they're not the mob. They're just somebody you fucked over.
No, it was the mob. And they're like, listen, if you don't fix this car, fucking Big Igor or wherever the fuck he is going to fucking slit your throat. So under pressure, I had to drain their gas tank. And I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere in Poland doing this, by the way. Like I'm far away from my garage.
The mob leader looks like a Polish Vin Diesel. If that's the guy you're talking about.
So I had to drain the gas out of the tank, put fresh gas in, with these two guys watching me the whole time in some field. You know, if I don't do this right, I'm fucking a pierogi.
Yeah, this
you
is
know?
a bad mob. That's a good point, Kiwi. Like they're driving shitty cars and taking them to you. What kind of shitty mob is this? I never saw Tony Soprano in a broken down Honda with mustard in the gas tank.
Hey, this is backcountry Poland. You don't know what they drive.
Yeah,
out there.
you don't fuck around with this shit.
Know
okay,
what they're driving. They got a water wheel as their steering wheel. But this is a funny game. It looks like they're doing well with it.
A lot more to it than just the garage, right? Like it's kind of it's got its quirks.
Well, here's the thing. There's
stuff.
a bit of an open world element that I did not unlock in the demo. Okay, so it kept telling me I don't have access to this yet. So you can start, I think, robbing your neighbors and stuff to get supplies.
That's gonna go over well. Yeah.
So I'm really hoping the story and part of this like really amplifies, because that was when I was like, okay, this is not your normal asset flip game, you know?
Right. So, they put some thought into this. The Polish mob is here, guys. It's getting real.
Yeah. And like there's a boom box in your garage, and the music it plays, like it sounds like it's right out of Borat. Like it's fucking, there's just something surreal about this whole fucking game.
Polish dancing music.
Yeah. It's crazy. So I actually recommend this quite a bit. Play the demo first. I don't think you're, you know,
How does this compare to Forza Horizon 6?
Yeah.
It's more fun.
More fun. Are you actually doing the repairs? Like, are you in there tinkering?
Yeah. You got to unscrew bolts. It's the typical stuff like in House Flipper when you're changing a toilet. You got to get the bolts out and stuff and screw them. But the thing is, the game rewards you for doing a half-assed job. Like it really does. There's a meter that shows like how sloppy you are doing, and the more sloppy, the better. And like when you call the people,
I don't get. You're drunk, the better. Sloppy, the better. It's like a kiss. Where do they start? I don't know.
Yeah.
It sounds interesting, John, but I bet you're just kind of amused by it.
I'm definitely amused by it.
It's the humor.
But you know, I started getting into the busy work and all that, so whatever. And speaking of busy work, I played another demo that I bought. Now, Michelle, this game's Arcane Merchant. They released a demo like a few months ago, and the game just came out in 1.0.
Why would you buy this?
This is a total John game. What do you mean?
What, Arcane Merchant?
I'm over here playing Fatekeeper, and he's playing Arcane Merchant. Tell us about it. What is
Michelle,
this?
you've played a million games like this, so calm down. You just calm the F down.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about like an arcade shop one.
No, arcade.
I think times are rough. You said it was a lame gaming week because you played Arcane Merchant. Why didn't you jump into PoE?
I'm not apologizing for Arcane Merchant. Sorry, I'm just not.
Well, it's part of your lame gaming week that you're bitching about.
I played Mina and whatever, but
what the fuck am I looking at?
Well, okay, so you
49 reviews on this game. John's bringing you the hot popular stuff.
It just came out.
Positive,
this
not
is
even
hot
mostly,
shit.
not
it's
overwhelmingly.
Hot shit.
This is
well,
AI slop.
I like it. I don't care. It's not slop.
Here. AI slop.
Listen, the Stormwind-looking town drew me in. I wanted to be there. Okay, I opened a shop in this little Stormwind-looking town. Okay, Michelle. This game reminded me a lot of that. What was that video store game I just played? I forgot the name of it.
The video shop simulator, essentially.
Yeah,
right?
It's kind of like that. Basically, you set up shop in this town. You have a cash register. You have crafting table. You're buying shelves. You're pricing items, putting items on the shelf. I'm selling healing potions right now, Michelle, and daggers.
Wow.
Yeah, the healing potions are flying off the shelves in this town.
Yeah, people need them. They're going on dungeon runs,
Like
it's got a skill tree.
It's got a skill tree. Wow. I mean, I've sold so many healing potions. I'm actually sick of them. I see you're cleaning
up footprints here. This is riveting gameplay.
And then so basically, you're making money and you're saving money to upgrade your talent tree so you can research and craft more things. You're buying shelving. There's different kinds of shelving and things that hold, like if you want swords and daggers and potions, they all require a different kind of shelf.
Nobody listening is going to play this game. Yeah. I'm telling you right now.
I don't care. I like it. I
want you to not say you had a lame gaming week. I want you to say you had a badass gaming week. And it's all thanks to Arcane Merchants.
Well, you know what? I played this game on my deck outside with the Steam Deck
with
a mouse and keyboard. Yeah. And it was just busy work, okay? Not a lot of thought, and I kind of really rather enjoyed
Not a
it.
lot of thought.
And
That's
I
what you
have
like.
to really know. I want to know what's going to happen. I know.
Well, not much. Old School says review here 5 of 10. No risk in the game because you're on rails. Is that true?
I don't think you're on rails. I mean,
Well, there's a straight upgrade path to your shop, I assume, just like all these
sure, but
simulated
you're
shop
deciding.
games.
So the agency that you have is that you're deciding what to stock in your store and how to price it. Okay, it'll tell you what the going market is for the item that you're selling, and you can decide if you want to be under or over that. And then you also have thieves that come in and try to steal stuff from you, and you have to beat them with a book.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You're having fun. That's all that counts. You're having more fun in this than Yoshi.
Kinda in a way.
I also believe this is a part from the looks of it, a part of the Cozy Game Awards.
Yes, or Fest or whatever.
The Cozy Family Friendly Game
that right?
Celebration
Yeah.
2026. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it featured on Steam, and honestly, the look of it, because it was like kind of Stormwindy, is what made me want to get it, because I just wanted to be in that world.
Very colorful. Very
yeah.
bright and very colorful.
So yeah, Arcane Merchant, it does run decent on the Steam Deck, but you need mouse and keyboard.
I think you're limited by what runs on the Steam Deck, and you need to take care of that.
I'm not.
You are.
Why? I'm not. I played Onimusha.
Mm-hmm.
You played Onimusha on that. Wow.
No,
Not on
I
the
played it
Steam
on.
Deck. Okay.
I played it on my PC.
Oh.
All right. Well, good. Well, tell us about Onimusha. I'm hearing great things. I didn't get a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I played Mina the Hollower the most. Not to be confused with Michelle the Hollower, with the movie of the same name.
Now,
in
did you
2006.
play Onimusha Way of the Sword, which got shadow dropped?
Oh,
during
I guess
Sunny
I'm
State of
talking
Play?
about that now because you guys didn't play it, right?
I just downloaded. I didn't get a chance.
That
to
was
hop in,
that was your game. I told you to play it because I knew you had
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
but
yeah. I thought
Arcane
for some
Merchant.
reason. Okay, I don't have any history with Onimusha, and it was came out today. They State of Play. They shadow dropped the demo on PlayStation and PC not that long ago, like a few hours ago.
Yeah.
And so I was going to play it on PS5, and I ended up playing it on my PC. Now, when I was playing this game, I felt like Resident Evil.
Really?
And I looked into it because I'm like, what is the history with this series? Because I really don't know it, right? And it was originally conceived as a ninja Resident Evil game in 1997. The franchise was initially brainstormed as Sanguko Biohazard. It was a spin-off set in a booby-trap ninja mansion in feudal Japan. So it has that kind of vibe, and there's like kind of zombie creatures and stuff, and it's very dark and ominous, this demo. Like you feel like the weight of the world is on you. It's all foggy and spooky and stuff. But here's the thing. It's an action, combo-based game. Your ninja character that you're playing, I don't know his name. Do you guys know his name? Have you guys ever played this series at all?
No, I know it's Capcom
No, I have
and
not.
it looks really good, but I don't know if I've ever played any. Can't.
It looks.
Yeah.
It's reminding me of like Silent Hill-y, like you said, Resident Evil.
Yeah.
So it's like
mixed-
horror ninja.
How's the combat? Is it like
Yeah.
Neo combat or
The combat is
slower?
it's I think it's slower. You can't jump, which kind of bothered me. I wanted to jump a lot. And so all right, so far it's very linear. The thing is the ninja has this ability to like do this like I don't know what they call it exactly, but you hold down the two triggers and then you have like this view into the other world and you could see things that humans can't see in the world. And that kind of gives you shows like these things that you need to then get rid of to advance through the level. It makes like this giant like red blood tree thing that you need to then go follow to the other end and then chop off a thing and then allows you to continue down the path. Your ninja has like mana or stamina rather, and it's like that ninja game that we played where you suck up all these things after you kill the guy and you get like health and stamina, with the trigger. The game
Talking
that
about
we
Neo?
was it Neo? The last Neo game where I didn't beat the boss in the demo?
Yeah.
yeah,
Neo
I think
3.
that was yeah.
Yeah. So it's like that where you kill the enemies, they drop these little blue and yellow orbs, one is stamina, one is health, you suck them up, and you're constantly doing that. Now the combat initially or just the difficulty I thought was not hard at all. Like I was just like you start out with a sword and then you get a double sword. But it's mostly just sword combat so far in the demo. I played it for an hour before the show. but you're killing zombies. You're slicing them in half. You have the parry. It's all the same shit. It's like all the stuff we've done a million times.
Like boss battle, like walk towards the next boss battle, kill some random enemies, and then boss battle.
It's all, but what doesn't sound like it though, Michelle? Because it's all the same stuff that I've done.
It's not hard, so then it's definitely not Neo. You're saying that it's,
but it does get hard though.
It's slower than Neo. But
yeah,
but combat, it doesn't look
not like
slower.
it's not like Ninja Gaiden. It's fast, but you can't jump. That's kind of the big difference. The guy's teleporting all over
the place. He has magic. Like, it looks pretty supernatural. It doesn't look like it's.
Well, I haven't gotten any of that shit yet.
Okay.
Right. Like right now, I have a sword and I have a like 2 dagger things that if I kill people with those, I get health. Like guaranteed as a drop. Yeah. So you have
this gauntlet. It looks like an Oni gauntlet, a mystical artifact that grants the bearer the power to slay. So yeah, there's a lot of magic in this.
I'm not doing it justice. I know it, but it's so much like so many games that we've played. I'm just telling you it is.
I mean, maybe in the first hour.
It is. I don't know. There's so many of these games.
There has been a lot of like samurai, like combat, crazy.
I think you're being fooled by the
ghost
art
and supernatural combat games lately.
Possibly. I beat like the first like mini boss guy, and then it took me like 3 or 4 times to beat him. It definitely ramps up, but like the little just mob guys, the normal little like minions that are running around are not hard to kill at all. And again, it's just combo based. You wear them down, they turn red, and then you hit Y or B, and then you finish them off. And it's very graphic. You're decapitating, you're slicing them in half. There's blood and guts everywhere. That definitely is cool. There's not like loot on the map. There's just a lot of like healing things.
With Neo, it's all about the gear and the gear sets and stuff. How is gearing in this game? Are you changing gear, or is there a talent tree?
I did not experience a talent tree, and the gear that I've gotten so far, I got from a chest.
Okay.
But like that's the only thing I got. I had to go to the end of this tree thing. I opened a chest. It gave me the double sword things. And that's like the only thing.
Is it like 4 or 5 set weapon classes or weapons you can choose from? Or is it like endless?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, still early.
Yeah, I mean, it just came out a few hours ago. I played the first hour. But, like again, what I experienced, I don't know if I would buy this. You guys might.
Samurai slop.
I mean,
I don't think it's slop.
Like, he's super
I don't think
impressed.
it's slop.
He thought it was badass. I trust him because he.
I mean, it is badass. It's cool. But I have a lot of badass, cool ninja games right now.
But you don't play them.
Yeah.
They're not your thing anyway, right? I mean, I
like
love
Ninja,
Neo,
old
so
Ninja
I might
Gaiden.
look at this, but
yeah.
I don't know what it is yet. So I'm glad there's a demo. Let's just put it that way, because I still don't know what the fuck has happened, what it is really.
You do.
Okay.
I think you do.
I don't know if I do. I don't know what you just said.
Because when you say Resident Evil, John, I'm thinking like
it's more
slow, methodical approach to your story.
It's more atmosphere. It's more atmosphere. It's more like it's like Ninja Guy in paranormal stuff world.
Okay. It's supposed to be based in like the Edo times and all this, like based with some.
Yeah, it's like
people
merged with like paranormal stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's
I don't
fun.
know either. I don't even know.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if you know if you play what you played was fun.
I don't know if I know.
I don't know. Do you know?
I'm going to play. We'll talk about it again.
I mean, okay. So Ryan, I had a gauntlet, I had my sword, and I had like a double sword thing. So that's all I gotten so far.
Yeah. You just scratched the surface on this, I assume, because it seems to be quite a big game.
And there's all the things I've been picking up on the level are healing related. You know, like some of the things I got, like
is there
gave me
a stamina system?
There's a stamina system, and some of the things I picked up, like one of the things I picked up gave me like a buff on that, like where my stamina wouldn't drain as fast and all that.
Dodge,
but that's
counter,
about it. Parry, yeah, it's all. See, you do know what it is.
I'm asking.
There's no aid. Is there
a
an
parry,
A to
there's
S
a
range?
dodge.
Is there a parry
like
stamina system?
Yeah, there's a parry and a dodge.
So Zebum says it's just a hack and slash Devil May Cry. Well, if it's a Devil May Cry, then it's way faster than Neo, not slower, like he's describing it. So that's
I don't think it's way faster.
It
no
looks
way.
way faster than Neo.
It's not way faster.
All right, now I gotta play. I'll be playing after the show.
Yeah,
the guy
feels Cry, it is.
The guy feels weighty. I think
he just
so
had a
soulsy.
No, it's not like the first Dark Souls. That guy was a fucking 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, he was a rock. Yeah.
Here's what Krell said. I was trying to find it because I trust our Krell Lord. He said, I tried the new Onimusha demo. It's pretty fun. Never played any of them before. If they're like this one, I'm going to go back and play them. So it seems like it's good enough where it's getting people to go back to the old stuff. And yeah, it's interesting because it's one of those games I've heard about for years, but I've never wanted to try it.
I wouldn't say the combat's slow, but I would call it medium.
I have a feeling it's a lot faster, especially if people are saying Devil May Cry, but whatever.
I don't.
You played it.
John, a lot of people have been asking now, a little off topic. Where are you in Indiana Jones?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Himalayas.
Okay.
Oh, still in
Krell's
Himalayas.
here. He said, reminds me of Shinobi 3D games. Also,
Shinobi's way faster than that. No way.
You guys played different games. I don't know. Everybody
Oh,
is saying
Shinobi. I'm thinking Ninja Gaiden. Sorry. Shinobi 3D.
Where are you in Crimson Desert, John? We were supposed to do our have you killed a boss yet?
No.
Okay.
I'm exactly where we left off, whenever that was.
There's no we. I beat the game. There's nowhere we left off. Don't pull me in.
I played like 200 hours.
Yeah.
Wherever we left off in the conversation is where I am.
You hadn't killed a boss yet.
Yeah,
I stopped playing. I was playing Yoshi and fucking.
Oh, okay.
I was setting up shop in a fucking medieval town.
Massive update for Crimson Desert though. Like they are killing it with the updates. Yeah, that game, like you could replay it again in a year and it's going to be a completely different feeling.
I'm
like,
waiting for the Witch Spellcaster update. I'm going back in.
Yeah.
But I could see it happening. All right, I'm still confused, but maybe Ryan, try the demo. We'll bring it up. We'll talk about it again.
I don't think
sure.
I don't think Ryan's gonna see anything different than I did.
I kind of have a feeling it's more or less the same as what we've been getting a lot of the last while, which is all these Souls-like representation games, like slow combat, big boss battles, and something like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be Souls or you drop your currency, all that, but it's that same kind of system. But yeah.
Just because you kill bosses doesn't make it a Souls game, or just because something is harder doesn't make it a Souls
exactly.
game.
That's what I'm saying.
I still, but that's John's like, you know what you're getting. I don't know what I'm getting. Is it faster or slower?
I think you do. I think you totally do.
Okay.
I disagree with that. You know what this is. Who are you kidding?
I don't know what it is because I haven't played it.
You know
what
what
said
this
was
game
all over
is.
the place.
This
I don't
parry,
know.
dodge.
Okay. Do you even know the difference between a parry and a dodge?
The guy's glowing red. Now we got to push this button to slice him in half.
You're pressing buttons.
And then they dropped an orb. I got to suck it up.
That just says Onimusha is its own thing. All right. Well,
and now I healed. I'm describing the game right now.
All
okay.
Right. Walk us through. You press.
Okay. Wait. There's a guy right there. I'm gonna sneak up on him.
Well, John knew what Mina was before he played it too. So John's like Nostradamus.
Hang on. I'm gonna sneak up on this guy.
Okay.
Wait, there's an X next to him now. Okay, I just killed him.
This doesn't look slower than Neo.
That was a stealth kill. Did you see that?
Good job. What are you drinking, John?
Oh, wait, there's two guys.
Onimusha predates Dark Souls.
I'm going to jump down.
Yeah, I don't see the Dark Souls connection, so I wouldn't worry.
I didn't say Dark Souls.
I didn't mean it in the sense of like I never full said Dark Souls experience. I just compared it to the game.
All right, I'm drinking a Dirt Church Gratitude.
You get that from the shed where you repaired cheap cars?
I did.
You put it, it was cheaper than gasoline.
All right, Ryan, what's going on over there?
All right, we have to touch on one thing that I kind of made a promise last week to kind of push through some more Bond. And I just have to come out and say it. This game is just not made for me. It's not.
It's okay.
It's not my thing. It's too boring for me. Like Michelle mentioned, it's not engaging enough. And I think that really resonates. It's not engaging enough. And what's your question, John?
So I read that the game really comes alive when you get to the hotel level.
Not for me.
But I got there.
What is the? I think
for some people it does. My sister likes
you're
it
investigating.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going around listening to conversations, finding clues, investigating, getting deeper and deeper into it. And I understand why people enjoy that. That's their type of game that they like. They like the Hitman style stuff. When I heard action, and I kind of found it funny today when I was watching the State of Play, I saw that Wolverine trailer.
Save it.
No, I'm not saying anything, no details, nothing.
Yeah.
All I'm just saying is that was the kind of action that I expected in a Bond game.
Okay, save that.
Like a Spider-Man game.
Yeah, I
right?
expect a little more action
kind of
too.
action.
I've heard it's carried by
Right?
the environments, which are pretty cool looking. But I think,
Yeah.
later on
Looks
as you
great,
play more,
absolutely.
people say it gets more Uncharted, gets more action-y. But I can't push through something for 10 hours to get there.
No, I mean, I've played the game for 3.5, 4 hours, and I finished that nightclub thing, and everything that happened in there was so scripted and predetermined.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
They don't give you much room to kind of expand on it. It's very straightforward, very linear, and it's just not for me. I get people are enjoying it.
It sucks
for sure.
though because I love James Bond. Like
Yeah.
Ryan, I want you to tell me to play more of it. Like
I know. I trust me. I went into this thinking like I'm gonna like this. We haven't had a Bond game in years. I'm ready for something like this, and it just didn't resonate with me, and it sucks. I was kind of looking forward to some crazy action.
So do you feel in the level? Because I played like the nightclub scene, and then I'm in the level after that, right? So are the battles like less scripted? Like you're like
they're lined up for you. They're lined up. For you.
Okay,
Like
that's the way to say it. Yeah, like it's like you're gonna fight this guy here no matter what. You're gonna fight this guy here no matter what, right? Like that's kind of the game.
You can kind of progress through that. Let's call it a hallway of enemies in kind of any way you want, but you're still like they give you some creative way with your combos, but it's almost like as if you press a button, it plays out like a 3-second attack combo, and it's you can't really die that easily. You don't get many options to get creative, although there are many ways to kill, like throwing your gun, shooting them in the leg, like all those sorts of things.
Throwing your gun. James Bond would never do that.
Yeah, it's a strange combination of Hitman and Uncharted.
His P99
They didn't
and a
deviate
guy.
enough from Hitman for me because I just was bored of Hitman games. But I mean, you shouldn't have to force yourself to play a game.
It's got
like
Hitman
this.
taste.
But if
That's
it's
the
not,
problem.
Move on to something.
But
more
even
your speed.
Hitman is its own thing, and I think that is enjoyable when you go into it knowing you're playing Hitman. I don't know if that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't have put throw a can to distract somebody in this game.
Yeah.
Like that shit's just stupid at this point. Okay, it was
I've
cool.
never seen Sean Connery throw a Campbell soup can.
Yeah, he's like, I'll just pick up this rock and throw it at the door. Oh, what was that? What was that? Like, it's just
Hitman's taint.
Yeah, I mean, they should have said to themselves, if this isn't Hitman, we're not doing it.
Yep.
I think
feel different. Let's give this an identity, a Bond identity.
And also, why not let us think differently about IO Interactive as a developer? Like what this was their chance,
innovate, right?
This was their chance to say, we're not just Hitman. Look at us. We just dropped this fucking quadruple A game, and but 70-60% of it's Hitman mechanics in there.
And what kept me thinking, like, what am I missing? Why? Like, how am I not enjoying this? Because it's got everything that I think I would enjoy in a game, and you get all these reviews that are 9s out of 10s, 10s out of 10s, game of the year. This is on so many people's game of the year list, and I'm like, I just don't see it.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of bot comments. If you go through these comments, so many people are 1.2 hours, 2 hours in, game of the year. They're bots. They have to be. I don't know. I'm just delusional for this game.
They probably buy the game. They probably have accounts that buy the game and return them. When you see reviews under 2 hours, they probably shouldn't count towards the score because
they shouldn't.
I agree.
You do start to see the same sayings like over and over and over.
But the one thing Michelle, the one thing I noticed,
be able to review a game if you've only spent like 10% of the playtime in it or something.
Well, here's the thing. The one thing I noticed on the big site reviews, like IGN or whatever, or a lot of them, I looked at a few reviews. They all referenced everything that I played in the game before the show.
Yes, I noticed that as well. The early stages of the game. Absolutely.
And it's already a 10 and they've only played an hour.
But they're only referencing stuff that I've seen, and I've only played 3 hours. So I'm like, well, then you only played 3 hours, right?
And John, they reference it being action packed, and then they're referencing the same areas that I'm in. But I'm like, that's not action. There wasn't any action.
But they give it a 10, and VGO says yay or nay, whatever. But IGN gives it a 10. That carries way more weight, and it becomes like a thing, right? Where it's selling games. There's huge money behind it.
One of our listeners about this game said we were haters. Because none of us loved it.
There's definitely an audience for this game.
Yeah.
It's made for some people.
We can't make ourselves like something, guys. We're not lying.
Yeah.
Like, if I love a game, you're going to know it. All right. But I couldn't get into it, you know? I wanted to, but I couldn't. So I hear you, Ryan. You shouldn't have to force yourself.
Did you see the PC Gamer? I know this is kind of a news story, but not a news story. PC Gamer gave it like a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
But the person that reviewed it hates James Bond.
That's a trend.
Well, why did you review it then?
So they give it to the person that hates James Bond.
Okay, how do you hate James Bond? He's like
because he's a womanizing relic, whatever. Okay. He's from another time. He represents the patriarchy. Whatever the fuck it is.
Ugly woman or a guy with tits? What? Which one? Who wrote this?
Huh?
Who wrote it? Who hates James Bond?
I'm going to tell you right now.
Ugly woman or a guy with tits? That's it. There's
nope.
Soy nipples? What happened?
Joshua Wollens.
Right. So it's not a woman. All right. So this is like a male feminist, or yeah. He thinks it's going to get him laid if he hates James Bond.
Especially in the light of everybody praising it. This guy came out and gave it a 6.
Well, because even this game is too toxic.
Well, he says James Bond is a smug tool that doesn't quite fit into games.
Dude, you're not getting the point of him.
What?
He's supposed to be smug.
He says James Bond is an insufferable public school dickhead. A rowing
this
club.
Guy was bullied as a kid. Now
he's a rowing club Tory boy through and through.
How can you say James Bond doesn't fit in video games when he's had
comports himself like a man who has
big over the top characters?
Right. So he comports himself like a man who has a right to the earth and everybody on it.
Yeah, that's why he's cool.
Yeah, I know.
He was saying the point. He's a badass spy.
He goes on to say part of his charismatic arrogance is that he's suave and unflappable. Well, great. Good for him. I am not suave, and I flap at the slightest inconvenience. I simply don't fit into him. I simply don't fit into him.
You only have to play characters that represent you, dude. Nobody wants to play as you, some pathetic freak writing for PC Gamer. I don't want to play that game, okay?
And he says, you still have to endure him for the length of the game. It's a torturous ordeal.
Oh, God. And it's honestly it's more than just Bond. Like, I didn't mind his character in the game or the people around him. Like, I think he did a good job with this.
I was warming up to
model.
No, I was warming up to him over time in the game.
Yeah, that wasn't my problem with it. It was the gameplay.
Yeah. Okay, and so off that, more along the lines of something that I would enjoy, I played a game called Lumen Tale, Memories of Trey. This is a monster creature collecting RPG. You play as a kid named Trey, he's one of the main characters. Les finds him on a beach. He's a cyborg, and you wake up in this world, and the world's called Talia or Talia, Talea. Okay, and you're basically trying to get his memories back. He wakes up and he has no memory. So this is a top-down, semi-open world. You got big, chunky open world areas. Creature collector game, and you collect creatures just like similar to Pokemon and Digimon. It has a lot of similarities to both of those games, where the creatures, they're called Animon, and they're kind of digital. Now you're collecting these creatures, battling them in 4v4 and 1v1 from what I've seen so far.
Typical Pokemon, red versus blue,
turn-based type matchups.
Oh, you know what it is, Michelle.
I'm asking because I don't know.
No, you know what it is. You do know what it is. I can tell you know what it is.
I don't know what it is. That's why I asked.
Is the Polish Mafia in it?
No Polish Mafia, and it's kind of about a fractured land with deep political, cultural divisions. That's how they describe it. So
that's deep.
There's a lot that had gone on the
kids?
Earth or on the planet. This is it's like a mature, a more mature version of Pokemon.
It's a Pokemon. Not
Pokemon, Pokeborg, Cyborg.
Pokemon.
It's more mature version of
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Pokemon is what it is, right?
It's
a more mature version of Pokemon, and kind of what people have been looking for in Pokemon all these years. Like, kind of stick to the top-down 2D, 3D, 2D kind of look, and they went full in depth with these battles. It is super easy to build a team. You can collect and find as many as you want. So what they did in Champions, where you can change the individual stats of each Pokemon, you can do that just off the rip in this game. It is very intuitive when it comes to the exploration. Like the towns have a lot of depth and detail in them. The story and the dialogue is kind of lame. Like it's a little bit, I wouldn't say beginner, but it's not like super crazy detail or super well written, but it is catchy enough to kind of get you through the game itself. But I think they did a really good job. And I think if you do like creature collector games, this is one to look out for. It just came out recently and there's been a lot of buzz in like the Pokemon scene. The designs for these Animon look really good. You catch them in a similar fashion to how you catch your Pokemon. Not too similar where they're going to get a lawsuit, but they did a pretty good job with like kind of getting creative in that aspect. And honestly, I'm having a great time with it. It runs great on the deck, great on my Thor, and it runs great on my PC, of course. But yeah, if you like these creature collector games and you want to get more in depth into the battling and kind of a lot of the quality of life stuff that Pokemon and never had, this is the game. It's honestly very fun. It's, if I can compare it to Temtem, I think it's better than Temtem was.
It's under the radar a bit now, though, because it only has 500 or so reviews.
Yeah, it is.
It seems like people are. Well, he's saying
a lot more than Arcane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean,
what I'm saying is, it sounds like people who love creature collector stuff don't even know about it yet. Like it's like
on Switch.
Okay.
It is on Switch, and yeah, a lot of the Pokemon creators are talking about this. I've been seeing them kind of bringing it up, and it's fun. It's really fun. You build your team like you traditionally would in any of these games. You fight, you go through the story trying to save the world. You're trying to collect Trey's memories and what happened to him. Why did he end up on the beach?
I don't care. I just want to collect something and fight with it, right? Is that what you're thinking? We don't give a shit about this guy's memories.
But these old traditional games, they had better story, a lot of secrets, a lot of cool little lore bits in it. And they're trying to build something here, which I can appreciate. Okay. Especially for this kind of game. So yeah, it's definitely one to watch, look out for. It's fun. You can get probably 20 to 40 hours out of the main story, and yeah, I'm enjoying it.
So are you using that Thor thing a lot?
John, I use it all the time. I love this thing.
Really?
I love it.
Now, my friend Matt McCarthy, he came over last week and he brought something he bought like on Temu or something, right? For like $50.
There's so many of these things around now.
I was like, are you like what? How is this $50?
Yeah,
it looked like a Game Boy.
They're stealing all your information when you put a card into it.
No, but you don't even have to connect to the internet for half of them. Some of them come with games built into it, right?
You had an SD card full of stuff.
Yeah. This one didn't. Like Thor doesn't. But
it's like
yourself,
he paid $50 for this thing. It was such high quality, Ryan. Like the plastic, the screen, everything about it, and it looked like a Game Boy. Old school Game Boy, the original one, with a larger screen, a little bit more compact in size. It blew my mind that it was $50. I'm like,
these things have come a long way. Like I remember buying the Bit Boy, which was one of the first to kind of go mainstream, probably about 10 years ago now, and that thing played Game Boy Advance.
I wouldn't go that.
What?
Well, I had the GP32. That was
I'm just saying
that was kind of the first
one of them, right? And
in 2001,
and it's come such a long way for emulation wise, at least. And you can do so much with it. Like the Thor is a little powerhouse, and I can just imagine what this new NVIDIA Spark chip is going to do for things like this. Like these things are going to be able to play everything. Like
I'm already ignorance, but do you load Steam on the Thor? Can you?
So there's an app called Game Native, and you can play all your Steam games.
Interesting.
Majority of them.
Is that like a?
I've been playing Mina on it.
Is it Android based?
Android based, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than Mina, I played a ton of Mina, and we'll get into that very shortly. And I'm just drinking water.
All right, let's do that Mina the Hollower round table because I know, Ryan, I know you played tons, and there's been a lot of buzz about this game, getting 10s from IGN, people calling it a Zelda Souls. And all
mostly positive on Steam. Where did you get it, Michelle? Or are we going to set this table, John?
I got it. The developers, I didn't realize it until later, had sent us a code many months ago, and I found it and claimed it. Yeah, on Steam. Now, John, did you play on Switch?
I did buy it on Switch.
Okay.
By design.
Okay.
Probably the perfect console to play it on, if you ask me.
And also, I read that it was the best on Switch 2 and PS5.
Well, I mean, it's not the best.
Well, it is because
what would make it different than a PC?
Well, it has HDR. The PC version does not.
HDR. You don't have an HDR monitor anyway. HDR on this game? What are you talking about?
On TV.
Yeah, but
I'm telling you, that's what it is.
Okay.
I'm telling you, that's what it is.
I think this game is probably fun on handhelds. That's where I'd leave it at that. As far as
what do you mean?
That's what
I wouldn't say that.
I did play most of my time on the.
Well,
PC,
I'm just saying that the Switch
desktop.
one and PC version does not have HDR support.
Switch screen isn't actually a true HDR screen.
I have an article right here.
HDR 1000 on that screen.
My
so you're not
OLED
playing
TV
HDR
is
either.
most definitely
right, but your
HDR.
Switch isn't. Your Switch isn't.
The Switch
Thank
has.
you for
Whatever.
subbing, Punisher.
I played it a lot on my OLED, so I don't know what you're talking
Why are we even
about.
fucking talking about this? I just asked where you played it,
Because
not a lecture
I'm
where
telling you
should
why
play.
I had choices to make, and I chose the Switch 2 because I read that it was the best on Switch 2 and PS5. I'm just telling you that's what.
Right.
That's what.
Because you don't play
what
it
they're
on
saying.
PC.
So you played on Switch 2.
What's that?
You played on
Got it.
Switch 2, right?
I played on Switch 2 on TV and also in handheld and also docked in my.
Okay, and
deck,
I got mine
What's
on
the difference
Steam.
between docked
Played it
and
on
on
the
TV?
deck.
Docked on my deck. Docked on my TV and handheld.
Okay.
Steam Deck or Switch dock?
Switch 2 docked in my living
Jesus
room,
Christ.
docked on my deck, and handheld.
He docked, guys,
Okay.
with Matt McCarthy.
Yeah.
On
Now,
the deck.
Ryan, you Thored it, you Steam Decked
I
it.
stored it. I Steam Decked it, and I PC'd it. I played most of it on my desktop
Okay.
in
Interesting.
windowed mode. I gotta say, because
Yeah,
when
I
it
was
was
gonna
blown
say.
up,
Good tip.
it's
Yeah.
like any Game Boy Pixel game. You're gonna get trouble reading it when your face is too close to the monitor. Windowed mode just made it look that much better. That's all.
Yeah.
And so and I played on controller because I could not imagine playing something this technical on keyboard and mouse.
I played with
Just like
controller
Silk Song
mostly.
and stuff, I
Yeah.
can't.
This
I
is a
played with
controller
too.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a controller game.
So going into this, John, you thought you knew what it was. I was hearing it's Zelda Souls and all this stuff, and after playing, I left saying it's a classic top-down action adventure platformer. So let's get into what it really is.
Yeah, well, that's what I said last time we talked
it's
about
not a
it.
Souls game.
Yeah,
I don't
so-
think it's. I mean, it's a Souls game because you lose all your fucking shit.
right, but there's no
That's
stamina. There's no dodge.
No, but you have kind of bonfire. You want to call them bonfire? You have holes.
You have a okay, but like I said, so do you in
You
a
have
Sonic game.
holes.
Yeah.
Sonic has checkpoints. Sonic drops rings. It's not a Souls game. I think people have to stop with these labels.
Not a Souls.
Well, we saw that. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
top-down Zelda game with platforming added.
Exactly.
Basically.
Platforming is very important here because I hate platforming.
It's a big part
And
of
It's
it.
got a lot of platforming.
Very big
here.
part of
All right.
it.
By the way,
Yeah.
set the Michelle the table. What is
okay,
this?
our
By the
table.
way,
What are
it's
we?
a
We're
hole.
hollower. We're a hole. Yeah, we're our table.
Hollower is a hole, I guess.
Okay.
There's Mina, who's a
She's
female.
like a mouse. What is she? I don't
She's a-
Yeah, she's a mouse.
mole.
But she can dig a
She can make
hole. That
holes.
she's,
She's kind
which
of
I
a
guess she's a hollower. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
not many
think
hollowers
hollowing
left in
feels-
this world, by the way.
feels
So
good,
what
though.
is your experience? I guess with Yacht Club, or just I mean, what is your expectations going into this? Based on, I mean, do you like these kind of retro NES style games? And this is, I would say, NES, not SNES.
I don't like retro stuff. You generally.
Yeah,
Me.
I mean, they're
You
going
know me,
for
I like it.
Yeah.
they're going for an NES vibe with this
They're
sprite wise.
intentionally doing Game
Game
Boy
Boy,
type
yeah.
stuff, and what they set out to do, I think they definitely hit. A
I
lot
think
of people
it's
upset
NES.
though because
The
they like
music is-
Hollow Knight, and they don't like the fact that this is more difficult
Shovel
than
Knight.
Hollow Knight. Sorry, Shovel Knight, and they don't like
Shovel
the fact
Knight
that this is more
fucking
difficult.
difficult.
Okay.
Shovel Knight is very difficult. if
Shovel
you ask
Knight's
me.
not easy.
Not
Well, there's
easy.
people crying saying, "I played
Ryan,
all
that
the other
last
Yacht Club
boss
games I
in a
can't play
hotel
this
room
one."
on Cape Cod took me
in a
like
hotel room. Yes,
it took me
Yes, in
50,
the hotel
I
room,
would
yeah.
say 50 tries to beat the last boss.
yeah.
We
Shovel
both
Knight is
love
not an
Yacht
easy
Club
game.
games. Okay.
Yeah,
that was what I was
yeah.
going to ask because I'm seeing people going, "Oh my God, I love all the Yacht Club games, but not this one. This one doesn't respect your time." I'm like, "Oh, not this again."
Okay, so
Respect my
there's
fucking
something
time.
important
Oh my
that I
God.
want to say about this game.
Okay.
I think it's harder than Shovel Knight at times.
Yeah, especially the beginning. I agree. Because the
think the
beginning of
beginning's
Shovel
hard.
Knight kind of eases
Now,
you into
How
Michelle-
was the beginning of this game hard? I played 2 hours. I killed 2
No, I
bosses.
wasn't
I think
saying
one
it's
was a
hard.
mini boss. I didn't think it was that hard. I thought I had to learn I thought I had to learn something. Oh, if I
It
burrow,
gets
I can
stupid
jump
hard.
farther. Yes, but I killed I killed a mini boss and a real
Well,
boss.
so did I. But okay,
Okay,
so
but I'm seeing reviews at 30 minutes in, people going, "This game is too hard,"
No.
and I'm like, "What
okay,
the
but
fuck are you talking about?"
I want to say something though because
I'm not good
I
at
su-
these types of games. So
Michelle,
what are these people talking about?
I want to say something
But
though because
you're a gamer.
I suspect that some of the reviews are being skewed
Okay.
by the fact that there are 1 million options to make the game easier. Did you guys notice this?
No.
Yeah, but people are complaining it's too hard, Don. They're not using these options.
But I think so I didn't see those reviews where they said it was too hard. I didn't see that.
All of the bad reviews on Steam are mostly people saying it's
those
too
are the
hard.
bad reviews.
Yes,
but
saying it's too hard.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
But there are like 30 minutes of gameplay. They can't kill a basic mob. I'm like, what are you people doing? What's happening here?
But
the only thing I'll say is the hitboxes feel a little weird from the art.
To say
the
game's easy though is not true though. It's not.
I'm saying the beginning is pretty easy. I think the beginning's easy. I don't think it was difficult. I think hard is Super Mario Brothers when you lose and die and you lose your 3 lives and you're over and you can't come back. Like, what is so?
This is what I
like 10,000 bones, and I was kind of mad.
Difficulty. So in the first couple of hours, I found myself even losing a ton of bones, wondering like, am I going to lose progression? All that stuff, and it was a bit difficult. I lost to some mobs. I died to a boss a couple times. Hold on,
but
John.
You don't lose trinkets and all that shit. You keep your shit.
No, you keep your trinkets. And yes, but it's just your currency that you lose. Now, I got to a point in the game where it gives you certain things where it makes dying almost, you don't lose anything. You get double chances and you get a revive. So
the trinket that does that. Yeah.
If you don't go back to get your souls, that's on you at that point. But at the very, very beginning, you can lose a lot of bones, that's by design. It kind of, I don't know. I really like the way that this game teaches you its own mechanics without giving you a blurb on how to do things. If you notice, like the burrowing, the jumping, and all that, you kind of just find out for yourself. Mm-hmm. I love that about this game.
Yeah, it felt old school, burrowing? Like trial and error. Like I didn't know that burrowing made me jump farther when I couldn't go through a gap, or that I was going to use burrowing
and
like
you could
a dodge
break things by popping up. And whatever.
Like I like that aspect of it, but I still am confused why people have 30 minutes played and said they did a refund because it was too hard. And I'm like, what are you people talking about? I think they don't know how to.
They don't want to put time in and practice and learn the mechanics and navigate. There is this one really cool part where you enter an area that's full of lava pools and random stuff. Now, in order to get into it, you have to burrow under this railing. And it shows you, once you burrow once under the railing and jump out of it, it changes the color of the ground. And that shows you a hint at, okay, I need to burrow near these lava pools to create a lava line and explode these rocks. And like just that underneath, like where you dig underneath that thing and enter that area, that one tile shows you a hint that you need to burrow in this area to get through it. And it's, I don't know, they really intertwine like the relics the trinkets and your sidearms, and like you can't go to certain areas without certain trinkets or certain sidearms. Mm-hmm. I think they nailed that whole exploration.
Yeah, we should kind of just talk about the game too, because so the game is like a top-down adventure platforming game, like Michelle said.
Yeah, and it feels arcadey. It's not that slow. Like it. Yeah,
no, it's not. No, and you're basically. You kind of have all the agency in the world to play this game how you want and to do things in the order that you want.
Yeah, like I have a little flamethrower as my thing that I'm using as my secondary, so I kind of feel like I'm a caster.
And then you'll get like a.
I've never even seen that.
I haven't either.
The flamethrower? Okay.
No, and you'll get a trinket. Like they can give you 2 secondaries, which I have now, which is great. But anyway, so you basically have to you have to destroy the generators or turn them on. There's like 4 of them in the corners.
You're rebuilding 6 or 7 generators.
And so there's an order to those, supposedly from easy to hard. Ryan, I don't know if you looked into that, because I kind of did. But you have complete agency, as to what order you do things. You have like a town that has all the shops and the blacksmiths and all that shit. But what blows my mind about this game is that the way the levels are designed, it is sprites stacked on top of sprites on top of sprites. You can get past certain things. There's secrets over here. You break this. You discover this.
It is next a little muddy visually, though.
Well, there's so much shit, Michelle, that like you don't realize that. Oh, I just was able to destroy this brick, and now I cut the grass. There's a hole, and now I'm in another dungeon, and now all of a sudden I found a chest with a trinket that
so many secrets
that you never would have fucking found. I mean,
but we all think that's a good thing. I think some people think it's a bad thing and are saying that's too hard and confusing, but that's what makes it special.
Like you can literally, if you take your time advancing through these maps, there's so many options and opportunities to discover things. And most of them are not obvious at all. Like,
no, not at all.
Like there was one thing that I did where there was like a timed fuse on this brick that I touched, and then I chopped down grass. I found a hole, and I went down in it. All of a sudden, I'm in an entire fucking dungeon.
Yeah.
That was not even obvious at all that was there.
That was my one complaint. They do need a mini map or something.
Yeah.
Just so I know where I am in the world.
There is a map that you have to find.
Okay.
That's good to know.
But the map is not detailed. It just shows you the large chunks
That's all I need.
Of regions.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
I needed because I accidentally went back to the starting area. Trying to find
there's a map.
No, I was getting lost a lot.
You have to find the map, and I'm completely lost right now too. But like, I kind of enjoyed
the
way I've been playing the game. And Michelle, you know I like this. I've been leaving the town, going out, doing things, going back, upgrading, going back out. Yeah. Like, so it has that kind of hub. I don't know if there's another hub city. I'm in the. Is there?
I don't think so. No, I haven't gotten there yet. If there is one,
and the hub city has 10. You could spend fucking 3 hours on the hub city.
Yeah,
right.
Talking to me, John. You mentioned depth before.
Yeah.
I'm not talking like depth of the game. I'm talking depth as in it's a 2D world. So you're looking down at this.
Yeah.
But they have somehow created like height differences in things where you wouldn't think there is height differences, and like the enemies are floating. Yes,
yeah,
but
it's
also
they have a shadow. You have to watch their shadow. You have to jump and kill them.
Yeah.
Somehow they blended platforming
right.
like differently than you normally would with a top-down game. I don't know. They did a really good job.
Yeah, it's like they took a Game Boy Advance Zelda game and added platforming.
Right.
And but again, going back to what I was saying about like you said, the different levels though, again, it's like piles of sprites, right?
Yeah.
And some of them you can go past, some of them you can't. You have to go around. How do I get up there? You know, visually it doesn't look like it's higher, but it is, you know.
Yeah.
But then you have to burrow underneath something that you didn't know you could.
They made a point to not quote modernize that. They wanted it to look like some kind of Game Boy. You know, where I was saying
it's very
it doesn't
NES
feel
to
precise. It doesn't like the hitboxes on large mobs kind of feel off. And I'm like, wait a minute, I think this is intentional. They really want it to feel that way. And I think what they set out to do, they really pulled off. It's just some people aren't going to like it.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is a good game, but I don't like these types of games because there's too much platforming.
I knew you wouldn't like it.
No,
and
I don't like it, but I think it's good. I just don't want to play it. If it was more pure Zelda, I would want to play it. I want an old classic Zelda game. And it's just not that. So people calling it Zelda Souls, you guys are both wrong. It's not Zelda. It's not Souls.
It's not Zelda. It's not Souls.
I don't think it's Zelda at all.
They created a cool arcade, like I don't know, like you said,
it's a
Ryan,
top-down adventure platformer. Yeah,
2D platformer, which is unique.
What doesn't make it Zelda is the fact like you go to a certain, like if you're leaving left, right, north, or south in this game, you're not just walking down a straight empty path with like some NPCs and whatever. It is a platforming route.
Yes,
like you're not ever not doing something. You're always doing
a puzzle to
something.
figure out where I burrow, where I jump, and all this and that.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
And then sometimes, and if you die twice, if you don't have that trinket that Ryan has, you lose all your fucking bones and shit, and like your soul is there. And then sometimes you leave the town, you're like, how the fuck did I get where I was?
Yeah.
What?
But
or the checkpoints are few and far between, which I appreciate because it kind of it keeps you on your toes. You're not supposed to play it too fast.
Yep.
Kind of play it a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Now, initially when you played this demo a while back, John, I had zero interest in it.
Really?
And yeah, I don't know what it was. I usually kind of like looking into these games at first. But I was like, you know what? I don't like it. You kind of convinced me, okay, let's take a look at it. And when I finally looked and kind of got used to the art style, because like Michelle said, it's a lot of pixels. Like, it's a lot at first to sink in. But once you start to distinguish every item and every person and whatever, the trees and the grass, then it really
it's like one of those sailboat photos that you have to look into to see the sailboats like mall rats. But once you look into it,
I don't
you
feel
see
that,
the vision.
but
I don't know.
A minute.
It takes you a minute for the art style to grow on you. I think
the art style reminds me of the Goonies game that was on the NES. I'm probably wrong, but it feels that way, and the music feels very
I think it's more Game Boy than NES. It's crude.
Well, that's the same.
I'm with Michelle here.
I think
it's kind of.
I think NES games were a little cleaner.
Then Game Boy Advance.
Screen.
I don't know. Game Boy Advance on the
crammed into that tiny screen. This is meant to be played in a small screen. Like
I think it's NES. I don't think it's SNES.
I think it's Game Boy. I think they've even said it was Game Boy, but
Game Boy Advance.
What I would say is
not Game
Boy.
Boy.
Look at Golden Sun and like those old Game Boy games. It looks a lot like these.
Well, if you play the Game Boy Advance games like on the Switch too, you realize how great those games actually really looked. Like you didn't realize it.
I wouldn't say this game looks great.
Pixel art.
It
grew on me. I really like the way it looks.
No, the way graphics just looks great.
It looks the way they wanted it to look.
Especially in
CC
HDR.
says they said Game Boy Color. Thank you for the clarification. So Game Boy Color is what they were going for. And
I
even
don't
with
think
the
Game
color
Boy
palette.
Color.
Well, that's what they said they were going for and what they did, and I can see it.
Totally disagree. I think it's NES.
I disagree with the developers. They said Game Boy Color.
I don't think so.
They did. I heard them say Game Boy, and he's saying they said Game Boy Color.
Game Boy was cruder than the NES.
Yes,
color
and
they just added colors. No,
this
it's
is
not.
Crude.
This is straight
this
up
game
NES.
Is crude. No, it's straight up Game Boy.
It's NES.
It's not. NES games were meant to be played on a television. This game, like Game Boy games, are meant to be played on a smaller screen. If you're playing on PC, please play windowed. Okay.
I played it on my 4K OLED at 4K 60 and it looked great.
How far were you sitting from it? Were you sitting 2 rooms over?
No, my normal 10.
CC says there is a Mina doc on YouTube, John, and they go over it. Game Boy Color.
Okay, but Ryan, the thing about these pixel games is that you can scale them infinitely. It doesn't get blurry. It's hard pixels all the time.
It's not blurry. It's just the spaces between the pixels and the lettering. The only problem I had was on my 27-inch monitor with how close I'm sitting is the letters kind of blended
Looks
together.
Looks like shit. You got to play in a small window.
I
played it in windowed.
I don't really think so.
Well, as someone who did it, I can tell you Ryan's right. It looks like shit in a big window. You have to play in a smaller window.
It looks good on my 4K TV, though. I played a lot of it.
You're sitting really far
It's all
away.
preference. You don't have to play it you play it however you want.
Play whatever you want. I recommend if you're playing it at your
PC,
PC, put it in a window. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, me too.
But yeah,
I didn't play on PC, so I don't know.
I know. So we're just giving that tip. But yeah, I think this sounds like a fun Steam Deck game, Switch game, whatever, or Thor game. It does seem like a really good handheld game. So people love it. I don't think it's a 10 though, like we're seeing.
I don't think
it's a 10.
Reviews,
but
no,
I think it doesn't have to be.
That's crazy talk.
It doesn't
10's crazy talk.
But I think they did create something unique at the same time as being true to retro and their intent of what they wanted to do, but they added their own little spins on it. And so good for Yacht Club. Anything else?
No.
All right.
No. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to some news. I know that there's some stuff John wants to talk about, okay? Because I did watch all of the Sony State of Play. Yeah, and you've been telling us do not talk about it this whole show. You've been saying, don't bring it up. Don't talk about it. What do you want to get into, John?
Well, okay, so the big drop is obviously Wolverine.
Well, we knew about it, but...
Sure, but we saw 7 minutes of gameplay.
Yes, and we got the date, September 15th, and we got to watch some stuff on it.
So, I mean, listen, I'll get this game, whatever. I'm not excited about some guy with long nails, killing people.
You don't think Wolverine's cool? He's like...
I'm kind of pumped for this.
He's got bat ears and stuff. I don't know what's going on with this guy. But anyway, so I watched a 7-minute video, and yeah, Wolverine's a badass. He's fucking decapitating people. There's blood everywhere.
Sure.
It's pretty fucking violent. But... And it didn't seem like Spider-Man, which I have to say is a good thing. But
yes,
but they
it's
showed
more linear, story driven, and like they even said it's more linear and story driven, and a lot of quick time events. That's my concern with.
Okay, so that's my concern after watching 7-minute video, because it looked to me that a lot of the things that were happening in this video were scripted in every fucking way.
Yeah,
and I didn't feel like the player was actually
loves that in their games.
But I didn't feel like the guy was actually playing the game. If that was actual gameplay,
maybe it was scripted for the trailer.
But I didn't feel like I saw gameplay. That was not I didn't see a game being played.
That's how their games are played. You jump, you attack, then you slam the X button, then you lose control of your character. I hate loss of control of your character mechanics. I don't like shimmying
I was kind of like underwhelmed.
Yeah, that's me though.
That's what I didn't like about Bond. That was exactly it.
But Spider-Man's not like that, really.
No. Spider-Man's
you're
open
set
world,
free
though.
in the open world, This is not open world. So that's the thing. It is a linear story driven, probably a lot of loss of control of your character, slamming on the X button. But I think there's going to be enough moments where people get to interact and play.
I think the fighting and the combos are going to be very similar to Spider-Man, where you have all these abilities and you can combo them together. The fighting will be like that. He'll be able to take on 6 guys, drop kick one into another, flip the other one over his head, stab him in the chest. It's going to be very interactive combat. And when I think of action, that's what I think of. That's what I was relating to Bond. I was like, when I think action, this trailer, if the gameplay resembles the trailer, it's
Bond
going to be
is no Wolverine. They're hopefully going to play differently. Ted was saying you can turn off the blood and gore in this game. I'm like, well, what does he have instead of knives on his hands? Hot dogs? Like
little
what
feathers?
Yeah, feather hands. Like, why are you turning off blood? I thought that was the coolest thing about the trailer. I'm like, oh, look at how bloody Wolverine is getting. But apparently you can shut all that off. But like, look, John, I'm glad you're going to play it. You're going to talk about it. We're going to cover it.
No, I'm going to get it. I have to justify my PlayStation somehow.
Yeah. Well, one thing I thought was funny, which was void from this event, was once again Sony telling us that our single player games are exclusive. They haven't said that. We still just have Jason Schreier Bloomberg confirming himself with himself. He's like jerking off himself while he's jerking off himself. We don't have any word from them saying this is exclusive. So yeah, that was Wolverine. And then the other huge news, which has been creating some buzz for good or bad, was God of War Laufey. Or Luffy. You play Faye as his wife, Faye, as Kratos' wife, Faye. And it's Deborah Ann Wolf from Daredevil and True Blood. And I was thinking, okay, it's going to be, she's like a pure caster or something like that. But it kind of looks like she's got action combat with a sword. Looks like they tried to create like, I don't know, Ginger Stellar Blade. I don't know what's happening here. There's an annoying cube.
I thought that too. Stellar Blade. People were saying that it was like Heavenly Sword-ish.
Yeah, maybe ugly Heavenly Sword. There's like a jelly thing that jumps around with you with like millennial humor that's annoying, played by like Dennis Quaid's son. Like this game seems annoying.
God.
It looks beautiful, but once it
Dennis
Quaid's
So I
son,
have a serious question here.
Jack Quaid, and it's like a quirky, like Guardians of the Galaxy humor sidekick. In this world, doesn't make any fucking sense.
Did they not get enough criticism of the boy and how annoyed people were by that?
So we had to play as Kratos' son. Now we're playing as his wife. I said the next game is his grandmother
with a cube. But okay, so
now we got a quirky cube. Like
God of War.
Feel God of War.
God of War.
Yeah.
God of War.
Yeah.
That
badass fucking guy. He kills gods.
Yeah.
He fucks women.
Right.
He's
no, he
macho.
doesn't anymore. He doesn't anymore.
And now we have to play as his dead wife. Is that what gamers want?
No.
Just asking the question.
How do they not know that?
Just asking the question.
The gamers have been clear that is not what they want, but they went forward with it anyways.
I want to play as his dead wife, please.
This guy's a badass god. I want to play as his dead wife. If you're like watching Gladiator and you're playing as his dead wife.
Let's forget about the most badass guy ever. Let's play as his dead wife.
But he already
That's what we
wasn't
want.
badass really in the last God of War. They softened him too much. Then you had to play it as son.
I know.
He was like a bitch. We knew this was coming. We've hit peak bitch
the father
here.
figure thing is coming through. Pragmata changed people.
Yeah, but this is when game developers had children, they all became pussies and their T went to minus 500. I don't know what the fuck happened here, guys. You got to rein it back a little bit.
Let me ask a question too.
Wife. I don't want to play
Michelle,
this. What?
Why called this whatever the God of War? Why not just rebrand it?
Girl of War.
Listen, change the character, call it Heavenly Sword too.
Yeah, why isn't this another IP?
People would have lost their fucking minds, right? Heavenly Sword 2. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, we're going back to Heavenly Sword. I can't believe it. You guys are bringing back all this great stuff.
No, John, I think you bring up a good point. Most of the criticism of this and my own personal one is like, well, where's Kratos? Oh, it's a God of War game without him. Okay.
Well, Kratos is there in the beginning when they burn her body with the Viking fucking ceremony.
Yeah, but that's it. You don't play as him. No, it's God of War because you want to be the god. It's a power fantasy. You don't want to be his dead wife. Now, is she badass?
He's a fucking asshole.
But she's a god too. Okay, let's get technical. She's a god too.
Oh, God.
Let's erase this whole woman.
Then why does she have an annoying cube with her? I don't like this cube.
The combat looked more or less the same as the last.
I think it's faster.
It's way faster than God of War combat.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's not medium like Michelle talked about with their game.
She's spinning in the air. She's fast. She's pulling off all these moves.
Yeah, it's Heavenly Sword. I thought Stellar Blade 2, by the way. Like it's that.
They're going for that. They're going
for
that.
It's Bayonetta. It's all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, look, the world's
beautiful. I feel bad for
beautiful.
that actress.
Yeah, they did Deborah Ann wrong.
They butched her up, by the way.
She looks uglier than she actually is. But I think even if she was pretty, people would be like, well, I don't really want to play a God of War game without Kratos. I think that's what it is. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No.
Just to have that.
People are going to speak with their wallets with this one. And it's funny because of the stark contrast with a couple trailers before that was Tomb Raider. And it looked like the reception for that was awesome. You got a badass chick.
Yep.
Yeah, and nobody cared because it's a woman. It's not That's
well,
not
because
the
Lara
point.
Croft fits with the IP. This
Yes,
woman does
yes,
not
that's
fit
what I'm
with
trying
God
to
of
say.
War. And when you shove women into games where they don't belong, people are going to say something. Don't shove a dude into a Tomb Raider game. If people are like, it's a male Lara Croft, they'd be like, what the fuck did you make?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Respect the IP. Now, yes, she's part of the world, but you guys don't know your audience because this isn't what people wanted from that world. They were already getting pissed off that they had to play as a son. That's all I ever heard is this son's annoying. This kid's got to go away. And now you've escalated it to the kid's mother. Okay. So you fucked your series. Where's the next God of War game? Is Kratos dead?
No,
is he
they
over?
fucked it.
Or is he coming back
Sony
ever?
is killing
Why didn't they
developers
go to Egypt?
single-handedly.
Like they did Rome, whatever. They did like the Nordic stuff. Like there were other like places he could have gone, and they took it to his wife and some weird linear world, which once again isn't open world. Looks kind of linear down hallways.
They should have went back to the David Jaffe fucking badass shit. Like
I think that's dead. I think that's over.
You guys know we joked about this, right? When Sons of Sparta was released,
oh yeah,
we joked. I think Michelle, I think you joked about them. What's the next game going to be about a woman? And then,
but we already knew that, didn't we?
I don't know.
I don't think we knew.
Yeah, we did.
I don't think we.
I don't think we knew. This was a big announcement. It was a rumor.
It might have.
But
No,
yeah.
it might have been a rumor.
We knew
yeah.
this. This was coming.
This was a no. This is the first confirmation.
This is not
of
a
it.
surprise to me. We knew that was his wife.
John, it
the
was a
next game.
rumor. It was a rumor. Sony hadn't announced anything.
I knew it. But like, look at these
John
two
knew it.
images. I did know it. But look at these two images.
Okay.
Like, this is what God of War is now.
It's kids and women. Nobody wants
what
that.
is
they want
happening?
a male power fantasy. Look, they don't want to hang out. If you go to a
What
guy and
is
say you
this?
want to hang out with a bunch of kids and women today, they'll say no. I want to fucking kill shit.
What?
That's what God of War is.
This cover art for God of War Laffy.
Yeah,
like
it looks bad.
Who made this?
That does
I
not
think it's
look
AI.
like God of War.
No, it doesn't. Oh,
that does not
Whatever.
look like God
what
of War.
is happening?
I
Listen,
wish
Sony.
I don't like the cube. You guys are missing the point that this whole thing is quirky with an annoying comic cube
Michelle,
next to her. It's going to annoy the shit out of me if I ever play this.
Thank you. That is so laughable. Her
It's
next
been
to that
done.
ice cube.
Yeah,
like,
her next
what
to
is
this
going
talking
on?
ice cube.
Like, what is this? What is this image? Like,
That's God of War.
Oh,
This
we're gonna
quirky?
do. Listen, Michelle, Q2 licensing with the cube. We're gonna have a
Okay.
fucking plush. People are gonna be buying the cube
that's
plush
Oh,
for this
you
game.
damn well know they're doing that. Yeah.
We're gonna have cube figures.
It does look like she's standing next to a dishwasher, Cece. I mean, it does.
Well, she should be. Not in this game. She should be fucking cleaning dishes. I agree with you.
She's a. People were
That's
saying
what
that
the game should be.
People were saying he ate better in Greece. I don't know what they're saying. He fucked Aphrodite and he married this ugly hag. That's what we're hearing on the internet. But guys, I think all of that is just coping with the fact that there's a God of War game with his wife. Like, if you strip all that away, I don't think it's sexism because people love Tomb Raider. They just like the fact they don't like the fact that you gave us a God of War game. This is a big Sony exclusive title, right? And they're like, oh my God, it's this woman in a cube. What are you doing?
Right.
Like,
But what does this cube do? How does it move?
Makes
Is
jokes.
it just
it's
floats?
Jack Quaid, who's 32 and looks 60. And
I
is
wish it
making
was Jack
obnoxious
Black.
jokes.
That would be so much
Jack
better.
Black
I wish it was
better.
Ice Cube.
Jack Black would have been
Jack Black
LOL.
would have been good insulting.
I know, but it would have
Dumb
been
white
so
bitch.
absurd if it was Jack Black that it should be Jack Black. Like it should
But
be.
that's the thing. Why is it campy
Or Eddie
at all?
Murphy is
Why
like
is
Donkey
it-
and
why
Shrek
is
or
it
something. Like just do
unserious?
that. Like
because look, maybe I'm crazy, but I kind of thought the first God of War game on PlayStation 4 was kind of serious. The older God of War games were a little darker in tone. This is like complete comic relief, a goofy cube.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like
it's
it.
Eddie Murphy as Donkey. Like this is like in
Eddie
Shrek.
Murphy.
What?
Eddie Murphy would have at least been funny. But yeah, I don't know. I have concerns. I think it's going to bomb. I don't think it's going to sell. I think Sony needs to get their act together. The best looking game there was probably Tomb Raider, which isn't an exclusive. Isn't that a Microsoft property? Doesn't Xbox own Tomb Raider now? Or no?
No. That was Square Enix, right? I don't even know who owns that now.
Who owns it now? But I thought that was the best looking game I saw personally. I thought Lara Croft looks great. I thought the gameplay looked pretty cool. And
yeah, I think that looks great. They didn't show Beasts of Reincarnation. That was a
that's
Sony
coming
game,
to Game
wasn't
Pass. It's coming to Game
it? Oh,
Pass.
okay, it's
so
going everywhere. So
they didn't show Intergalactic, okay, which is another game I think is going to look like shit once we see the gameplay.
Yeah,
I think they were scared to show that.
I think so.
I think they are too.
Because they can't show two female leads as their only exclusive games, Ryan. They can't because they already know that people. Oh, who's the third? What? Lara Croft.
I'm thinking
Well, yeah.
with Lara Croft. Yeah.
Yeah, but Yeah, that's true. I think that it wouldn't have gone over well because their big reveal was supposed to be the quote gameplay footage of this God of War game. And it was 20 minutes. And a lot of the gameplay, once again, seemed like loss of control of the character, cinematics, a lot of that stuff. She looks too similar to the Hellblade woman, the weird crazy lady that talks to herself with the buggy eyes. Like it almost looked like a lot of scenes like that where she was just talking to herself the whole time. People are saying that she's an alloy, like whatever that means. I guess from the Horizon games,
like, yeah,
an alloy, like where they're constantly talking to themselves. They're constantly like having this dialogue that's like quirky. And so between her talking and the cube talking, the tone of the game just felt wrong to a lot of people for God of War. They don't want Guardians of the Galaxy and God of War. They want God of War. And I don't think they got that. So no intergalactic gameplay, which is what I kind of was curious about.
So, yeah. I do want to mention one of the other big games that was announced that I'm kind of intrigued by. I probably hate it, though, and not like it.
Okay.
But Until Dawn 2.
Yeah, I don't think
I'll be
you would
playing
like
that
it.
100%.
Did you like the first one?
I don't think I played that.
I would start with that one.
You would?
Yeah, play the first one.
But
100%.
this is
phenomenal.
But this is a different developer and stuff. This almost looked like oh my god, what was that series?
The first one has a remaster, John, and I'd play that on PS5. It's phenomenal. I think it's a really good story-driven like movie game. Like that's exactly what it is.
It reminded me of White Lotus. It reminded me of White Lotus for some reason.
Mm-hmm. The show.
I think you would get a kick out of the first one. Play it during Christmas or something. It like starts at a snowy lodge.
By the way, this is not the same developer. Like,
no, which kind of threw me off, and it kind of is giving me flashbacks to what they did with the movie, where they just gave them the name, and the movie had nothing to do with the game. So
you know why it's reminding you of White Lotus?
Similar,
because one of the actors in it was a guy who gets fucked by another guy.
Wait,
remember him? That's him. That's that guy. I hated all the characters in this trailer. I wanted them all to die, and I don't want to play a horror game.
It looked like
that.
they were on vacation, and then bad things happened. That's why it reminded me of White Lotus.
That's what it is. Yeah.
But I guess they went there to make a ghost video to end all ghost videos. Like they were going to make some viral video or something on this spooky place or island, wherever the fuck they are. But I have to. I mean, it was very like, young people, good looking, fucking each other on an island kind of a thing, which reminded me of White Lotus. Like,
yeah, and that's very much Dawn Till Dawn. They go to a cottage with a bunch of friends in the middle of the forest, in the mountains, and they have to live until dawn. They gotta escape the Wendigo and all that.
I would
probably
try
going to
that.
just take that plot story into the second one, but it probably won't have anything to do with the first one.
Now, the one thing, Michelle, that they announced was Dune Awakening coming to PlayStation.
Yeah, Dune Awakening was my co-op game of the year. I think last year.
But what's important to note,
but it's coming to PlayStation.
Well, I know, but it's important to note. Day one, console, Game Pass. Fuck you,
Game Pass?
Sony. You suck.
Really?
You suck, Sony.
I mean, look, guys, if you've never played Dune and you like survival crafts or you love the Dune movies like I do, this is one worth checking out. I think Dune Awakening was a really, really good game. So that's a good Game Pass get.
Be on PC Game Pass.
Wait, PC Game Pass or Xbox Game Pass? Like for Xbox users. Okay.
Both.
John, you really hate Sony. You really hate Sony.
Sony's dead.
I mean,
it's hard not to say they're dead when they're killing all their developers.
We have no
they're
Sony fanboy on the show. We are pissing off so many people right now.
Sony dead. Now listen.
Yep.
Hey, I love Saros. Saros is phenomenal.
I do want to say this, and before this event, Michelle, you and I talked, and I said, we went through the top 10 games in Japan and in the US, and all the games that are top 10 in the US are fucking like FIFA and fucking Last of Us and Spider-Man, all this shit. There's no like Sony-ish games that we had 20 years ago.
Games on their PlayStation right now.
So like, why not bring back some Sly Cooper, some fucking Parappa the Rappa?
Nope, that wouldn't sell, John. Nobody gives a shit.
But let's do some whimsical Japanese games that we get on Nintendo. That's what they need to fucking do.
Hey, Stuntman looked pretty cool.
What's that?
Stuntman looked cool.
That's also out on PC, though. That's not an exclusive.
There's no
Take a look at the
exclusive
Sony exclusive they've shown us here. They didn't show us any more of that Horizon Hunting Grounds, Fortnite Monster Hunter.
Yeah, that's going to be a piece of shit.
That's going to bomb. It's coming out on Steam, by the way, so I'll try it. But
their two controversial games was Intergalactic and that Horizon one, and they didn't show a lick of either of them.
All right, here are the games that they showed, okay? They showed God of War Laffy, Until Dawn 2, Wolverine, Marvel Talk on Fighting Souls.
It's also on PC.
Okay, Rayman Legends Retold.
Yeah.
I'm assuming everywhere. Ubisoft.
Yeah, like their exclusives were Wolverine.
Bancho the Chef. Kamuri. Tomb
They're
Raider.
showing more than Nintendo, John, to defend Sony.
These are all third-party games.
They're showing more than Nintendo.
These are not.
Because Nintendo's are at least exclusive. Sony comes out lying.
Hold the phone.
What?
I heard the Ace Combat 8 looks pretty good, but I'm sure that's not exclusive, though.
It's not.
So, how about the PsyOps game? Now, that's a blast from the past. Oh, that's just a read.
I just think that you can't shit on them when you without.
I can.
Them. Well, then why don't you shit on Nintendo where they have
why
no
Nintendo's giving me Star Fox? They gave me Yoshi. I got Star Fox
like
coming.
Yoshi.
Metroid, Pokemon. But they're putting out
Nintendo's
exclusives.
crushing it.
They're killing it. As much as I'm not a huge fan of them right now, like the games aren't for me, they are releasing exclusives and people are enjoying them. They are selling like hotcakes.
Sony has abandoned.
And you don't think Wolverine is going to sell?
Sony has abandoned
100%
every Japanese IP that made
No, John,
that
I've
brand.
told you this before. The Japanese have abandoned Sony, Capcom,
Yes.
Square Enix, even the Koreans. They don't
Everything
want to
that
make
made-
exclusives for them anymore. So they've abandoned them. Sony has tried. Sony tries to get exclusives. They try to buy them. Nobody's playing ball with them anymore because nobody wants to just put shit on their console. So Sony is in trouble, okay?
They're dead.
They're not dead. They're going to sell the most consoles,
they
but
are
their games are
absolutely
not going to
fucking
sell.
dead. Don't say they're not dead because
That's
they're most sincerely dead. Now, here, let me show you this article.
People
here,
are always going to buy their console to play third-party games. Their first-party games, I think, are in trouble. I don't
First
think their
party is
console
dead,
in trouble.
dead. They're done.
Yeah,
They're
all right.
fucking toast.
Zab, it's kind of gone back and forth. We lost exclusives for a minute and games were everywhere, but now they started reneging that and saying, no, we're keeping our exclusives.
Have they? Or did just Jason say that?
Or did, Jason Cryer said that.
We saw none of this Wolverine only never coming. Like they didn't make an announcement. Will they ever put Saros on Steam? I don't know. But
They need to.
You know,
They
it's
need
not
to, yeah.
it's not
They
even
definitely
about
need
that
to.
anymore. I think they're competing for a living room space and they're the only player in town. Nintendo owns handheld. Xbox is not selling anything. Sony's going to win the console race.
Starfield's on PlayStation now. Like they're getting Xbox games. Like,
yes, exactly. They're getting all the games, but people will be buying their PlayStations now to play third-party games, not play exclusives anymore. I think that's where we're headed because I know people that don't care about these exclusives.
PlayStation's first-party sales collapsed. It paints a picture of concern. Okay.
Okay. Written by Windows Central. All right, John.
No,
go ahead.
Insider Gaming. This article's all over the place. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
It's all over the fucking place. Okay. Between fiscal year 2020 and fiscal year 2024, PlayStation's first-party software sales plummeted by 30 million copies.
You want to know why? Because they didn't make any.
The sales figures, the sales figures peaked around 2020, and it's been all downhill since then.
Hey, you know what came out around 2020? Spider-Man. There was a few games back then when the PS5 launched. Was it Demon's Souls, God of War, Spider-Man, and Horizon, and then nothing.
So in 2020, they sold 58.4 million copies of first-party games. In 2024, 28.9.
But let me tell you something, John. They lost a lot of their first-party people, like Square Enix with Final Fantasy, who said, no, the next remake is coming. So they lost them. They lost the Japanese developers. Exactly, after that. So they are now relying on their own in-house developers, which is Sony Santa Monica giving us Girl God of War and Naughty Dog giving us Girl Intergalactic. And like they're catering so much to the West that globally that's not going to resonate. It's just not.
No.
So... But
I want the exciting
dead?
games.
No, definitely not.
It's dead.
They are
it's
the
fucking
only
dead.
living
Anyone
room
that
player.
owns it is kind of dumb at this point,
Okay.
including myself. I'm dumb. Like
I've always been salty after I bought my PS5 because I didn't have many exclusives to play.
What's a better living room console to buy? You guys tell me. You guys tell me a better
Xbox.
living room console to buy.
Xbox.
The Steam
Xbox is
machine,
better.
I'll agree with that one. But
No,
what's a better
I
living
agree
room
with you,
console?
Michelle.
No.
I agree with
No.
Michelle. It is
No.
my favorite.
The Xbox is better. The Xbox, I'm just telling you.
No way. You're way
Yes,
better
it-
to buy a PlayStation for your living room because you'll get the Xbox
No.
games too and the Sony exclusives and other stuff. Your Xbox
with Game
is a
Pass,
useless
Xbox
box.
is a way better deal than PS5. PS5
It's
is
not.
kind of dumb at this
Okay.
point.
All right.
It is.
You got Ghost of Yotai. It's a good point. The second one hasn't been
Ghost
on
of
PC yet.
Yotais. Yeah, that's good.
It's the only player in the living room game, John. I don't think Sony the console is dead.
It's
but I
not
think
the
their
only
first
player.
It is.
I'm sorry, Xbox sucks. I find no reason for myself to own
actually,
an Xbox.
Sony's going to be fine. They're the only player in the living room game, and Nintendo's going to be fine in the handheld route. So.
I want to talk about this. I took photos.
Oh.
Yeah, I have photos here. So I went to Walmart. This is anecdotal.
Okay.
But it could be a bellwether. I went to Walmart in the video game section, and they had the Switch games, 1 and 2.
Okay.
PlayStation games and the Xbox games. In the Switch section, I'm looking at the photo here. I would say roughly 100 plus games being shown. Okay, in the Switch 2 and Switch 1 cabinets. Okay, in the PlayStation cabinets, also probably 60 to 80 games. I would guess, just quickly doing the math visually. Okay, then you go to the Xbox cabinet, glass. Okay, behind the glass, you have
300.
You have a Series X. No. You have a Series X.
None.
Series S. You have the ROG Ally, the cheap one for $5.99.
They got Game Pass cards.
Now, I'm going to tell you how many games are behind this glass.
0.
8.
Oh.
No way.
I kid you not. I was
So how can you sit there and say Sony is dead?
Yeah.
You're proving
It's
your
all
own
Game
point.
Pass,
I
right?
want
They
to tell
rely
you the
on
games.
Game
I'm going
Pass.
to tell you the games behind this glass cabinet, okay? I can because there's
Starfield.
only 8. Battlefield 6, Call of Duty Black Ops 7, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, College Football 20 whatever, FC 26, Forza Horizon 7, Madden 26, and World Wrestling 2K26.
So
those are
sports games.
those are literally the only
Ball and gun.
Those are the only games.
But I'm sorry, Old School brings up a good point. It's only
Yes.
digital on Xbox now. The majority of the
Yes.
digital stuff on
But
Xbox,
they're
they push
selling
that.
the Series X with
Who
the drive,
goes
I
and buys
think.
physical games anymore? Do people do that?
Michelle,
I only
Switch
do it for
people,
Nintendo.
maybe?
Michelle,
Yeah.
there
Who's
are
going in to Walmart to
the
buy
Nintendo
a physical game for their Xbox?
I
John?
do.
Who?
Michelle,
You're
are you
fucking old. Are you 20?
you 7?
What 25-year-old is doing this? Hey, can
Matt
I get
does
that
it.
The
disc?
collectors.
Nobody's doing this. Nobody's
But
doing
Nintendo-
this.
Nintendo has, like-
we're digital. We're in a digital
Nintendo
future.
has,
We have
like, well
libraries.
over
We don't want
100
your
games.
discs. We don't want your dust. We don't want your
PlayStation
jackets
has
and your sleeves and
roughly
your
80
trapper
games.
keepers. Okay.
Xboxes, they have 8 games.
Yeah, but it's
Maybe
also
their
to do
Game
with their
Pass.
with
This
their
is
sys- like,
this is disturbing.
it's with their sales and marketing. They're
This is
marketing
dis-
towards
it's
digital.
disturbing.
It's
Yeah,
Game
because
Pass,
Xbox
John.
is dead, not Sony,
It's
John.
disturbing.
Wake up. That's what we're trying
John,
to
you
tell
buy-
you.
disturbing. I'm disturbed by this.
John, you buy an
Okay?
Xbox and you get 3 months Game Pass. Why do they don't need to buy a game?
I'm disturbed.
If I had an Xbox, the only selling point for me would be Game Pass. I'm going to be honest. That I didn't
Yes,
have to buy
that is
anything. I
it.
had a sub
Disturbed.
service.
I'm
Yeah, that's
disturbed
it.
by this.
That's it. But there's no point to buy physical games for your Xbox. They're getting rid of it, John. It's done. It's only Windows Store
So
from
the
now on. The
reason
Helix
that,
is that way.
PlayStation did so well in 2020 was because Last of Us Part 2, Miles Morales, and Ghost of Tsushima. That's it.
Yeah, some consoles had no disc trays, like Mandalore is saying. Like, they're pushing digital. Like, wake up. Like, and the fact that you're going there going, Sony's dead, Sony's dead, Sony's dead, and now you're actually bringing
I'm reading the
evidence.
article.
Exhibit
PlayStation's
A, there's no
first-party
games available.
sales collapse. This paints a picture
I
of
agree with
concern.
you. First party Sony is in trouble.
Yes.
The company and
Yeah.
the console is number one in your living room. That's it. Now, is Steam Machine
there's
going to make a
still plenty
dent?
of
No.
games.
Is Helix
Yeah.
going to
No,
make a
it
dent?
won't.
No. It's going to be all about the PS6 for people's living room. I think the living room space is
PS6
dying. though,
has to
because that's what's
we're-
dying. So
We're probably 3 years away from that, honestly.
We are,
No,
and
not
the living-
according to rumors.
I
the living
don't
room
know.
space is dying.
It's
for
way
gaming.
too
That's all.
soon.
John, it's been almost 10 years.
I mean,
I
Intel's
know.
getting Intel. We're going to talk about this on PC Outsiders in a couple of weeks. I'm sure Intel's getting
Yeah.
into the handheld PC gaming market. That's what's growing. Handheld shit's growing. The living room is dying. It's flat and it's dying. But that's not. But Sony's the
Yeah.
only player in the game right now.
Preach. I'm
Well,
disturbed.
Asus
it's just
ROG
facts.
just released their 20th Republic of Gamers edition Ally
Yeah.
Xbox S.
I saw Linus
X20.
saying it's much better than the other one or something, and this is like an amazing
Yeah, it's
deal
got
because
OLED.
they just raised the
It's
price.
got OLED.
Yeah,
they just raised the price of the Steam Deck now,
Yeah, it's a
obviously,
new
and like
screen.
the
No,
the
it's an
best
OLED.
handheld is
It's
to,
an OLED. That's the big upgrade.
That's the upgrade. Yeah,
okay. That's a pretty big upgrade.
Yeah, the article's there.
What's the price on it?
yeah.
There's no price yet.
Okay. Well, that's a market that's growing. The living room is not growing.
I have a question. I was using Asus motherboards longer than 20 years ago. So
no, it's ROG only.
Okay, so that's the anniversary. ROG.
That's the anniversary. Yeah,
for ROG.
Yeah,
Republic of
not
Gamers
Xbox,
brand.
not Asus.
Yeah,
ROG.
That's weird.
I found it strange too.
What's going on with Call of Duty? It's coming to Switch or something? Switch
It's coming to Switch too. Yeah.
I wanted to bring this up.
News? Like,
no,
it
honestly is. I think it's going.
You don't think that's news?
It's going to be a console seller. 100%. It's a console
They're going to
seller.
sell the fuck out of it. Yeah.
Yes. Oh yes.
I listen. I will most likely buy it on Switch too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, everybody in the Discord had guessed that.
Well, mostly because I'll be traveling around that time.
Okay.
And it's easier to play it on the Switch 2 than it is a Steam Deck because of the fucking anti-cheat shit.
Yeah, put Windows on your Steam Deck.
I've already done that. I lost the SD card. I can't.
I wonder if they'll let you use the mouse feature too on the Joy-Con.
Yeah, that's
wheelchair mode.
The thing is, though,
cheating because you got
Michelle, you would not agree with this, but I'm going to say this. I'm sure that Call of Duty will be more optimized on the Switch 2 than the Steam Deck.
Yes,
I mean the Switch 2 is a more powerful machine.
Yeah, and it's going to be more. It's going to be more optimized, and there's cross progression, cross play, all that shit coming with it. So I think I might be buying the game 3 times.
Yeah, I don't know. When I hear multiplayer shooter, I'm not like, let me grab a Switch.
No, only because it's controller. I'm not going to get. If it had zombies, I'd get it. But I had to mention one thing, John.
Yeah,
their new maps. I don't know if this is for all maps. I was watching a little video from them. So similar to Dead by Daylight fashion. So on Dead by Daylight, you have a big map. Say they call it a realm, and to make it less repetitive and unable to be memorized, they have tiles on this map, and it randomizes every game. Now, Call of Duty is taking something similar to that into their multiplayer maps. So some of them, I'm pretty sure it's just like specific maps, will have a procedurally generated randomness to them. So you can't memorize like lines of sight or certain areas. They'll be kind of a little bit different every time you load into them. And they'll have different tiles in certain places where like maybe a truck is missing on this version of it, but when you load into it again, there's a truck there and you can't shoot all the way down across the map there. Or this window's closed, or this house doesn't have a certain room in it. Like just little things like that.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Do you think that's what Call of Duty players want?
No.
Or do you think that's going to be like a new innovative
No, I don't want that.
Big thing for them?
No, because I mean, since the beginning of time, it's all about learning the maps, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So that's a skill with repetition that you gain, right? So
yeah, and there's no way it'll be in competitive. Absolutely not. But I thought it was a cool little thing that they've kind of taken.
Yeah, I don't want procedurally generated maps. So
Fable delayed.
Yeah, Fable's delayed till February. Was it February, Michelle? I think it was.
Yeah, February 2027.
Okay. Before we get out of here, I want to mention that Sony did drop a couple hardware peripherals. One of them, Michelle, you and I kind of knew about months ago.
The monitor?
Yeah, the 27-inch gaming monitor. I guess they have a price attached to it now. It's a PlayStation monitor, 120 hertz, up to 240 on PC or Mac.
Okay.
I mean, the console...
So it's not just a PlayStation monitor.
Yeah.
Well, it has DualSense charging hook, PlayStation branding. It's $250.
Yeah, for that price, you get a G-Sync monitor.
And then they also announced, which I think is interesting, is a wireless fight stick for $200 that I think some people might want.
What's a fight stick?
An arcade fighting stick, like for Street Fighter,
like a pad,
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Right.
Joystick and 8 buttons.
It seems odd that they're selling PC gaming monitors and supposedly pulling some of their games from PC. Jason.
What?
That's why, that's very up in the air. I kind of think that we're gonna get Saros next year. We're gonna get some of these.
You'll get it
exclusives.
at some point. I'm willing to bet you'll get it at some point.
All right.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of news, and
yeah.
I guess we'll have to cover some. There was a Dragon Quest event that went on, a 40-year anniversary or something. They announced a new game and a new remake. Witcher. Oh, that's huge news. The Witcher 3 DLC. We kind of talked about on PC Outsiders, but this is not everybody listens to that. So, I mean, that was big news, knowing that we're still getting updates next year, a big DLC. I think the size of Blood and Wine.
They said similar size to Blood and Wine, which was already very big. So like to release this before Witcher 4 is crazy. I guess get people into it again and then sell them the new game.
The next Witcher is a female lead too. So, but nobody really cares about that.
No,
it's more proof that like if it fits in the world, people won't care. So anyway, send us your hate about John thinking Sony's dead or us thinking that the new God of War game looks stupid. We're ready for it, guys. We know that the Sony's fans are coming, but hopefully we covered the state of play without too much.
My glorious Onimusha review.
Now, if you want to find us during the week, you can do so in our Discord at videogameoutsiders.com. We give away games from loaded.com, still giving away a Bond First Light 007. I think if we can, we'll hopefully give away Elliot and the Millennium Tales next month or this month. If we get some, we'll see what's on the horizon there. So check out loaded.com. You can also support us and get weekly bonus shows, the 20-year back catalog. Keep VGO ad-free by going to videogameoutsiders.com. Hit that red button and listen in your player of choice.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Spawn, no, we can't be nicer to each other. It's never going to happen.
Later.